Hello, everybody.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. It is Sunday. We are back. We are here. We are happy.
There we go. Okay.
All right, well, sound's working. That's good. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. And we are back for episode 80 of our Endless Guide campaign.
69 is my personal
79.
favorite. Nope, it's 8. Is it? It's 79?
No,
I thought
it is
was
80. No, Andrew's giving me crap because apparently on YouTube I missed one number on the title cards, and I have to go back and fix it. It says 78 instead of 79, even though it says 79 up in the corner.
So this is episode 80.
This is episode 80. Yes.
Yes.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Death by
Snoo.
So,
Snoo from the Snoo Snoo.
we're at... Yeah, no. So, last we left off, the Starlight Battalion did battle with Vasuki, a dragon from Ava's past, who... Not a lot of questions were asked before combat ensued, and they quickly got the upper hand on this unsuspecting dragon.
Unsuspecting.
Who's not expecting you guys to come out of the cuts like that. During this fight, you managed to save Valen, who was under his thrall. You wait till we're on stream. Why?
I wasn't hungry before.
Because he's autistic.
I'm hungry raw.
And after battle, you felt this energy rush from Vasuki towards Ava, and then you all proceeded to loot his body, taking apart a series of scales and fangs and teeth before Ava walked up to the boon and asking for permission from the goddess before taking it, but taking that power into herself and becoming the final boon holder of your party, as now all of you are officially on the path to godhood.
We all got boons.
You guys all got boons. You all
We got godded.
got it. You all
Got it.
then
Got it.
left with two new-ish members of your party. The Aaronite, who immediately wanted to leave once you arrived back in the Free Lloyd Collective.
I just want to leave.
And Tracy, who decided to stay with Caldina in an attempt for safe passage to protect herself from Red. Kind of got gypped out of something that was promised to him. You all...
We just took out a dragon. Like, do we have to go back and kill him, too?
I know, right?
Probably not. But as you made it back to the ship, having it for the first time, really in a while, having the dead end all to yourself, save for Luke, who's still working on the teleportation circle, but he tends to keep himself regardless. You had a night in, you had some conversations, and you all went to sleep. And some of you, I believe, having some strange dreams.
Strange things are happening. But
So-
strange it could be.
And with all of that, you all leveled up, and we
Okay,
did
okay.
some of that level up during our last session, including rolling hit dice.
Yeah. Shit.
As we are now really on the final stage of this campaign. And we'll see what happens next.
Final stage. We've got 6 more levels to go.
We'll see. So,
Tired of campaigns ending before we get to 20. I get to experience the wrath of a level 20.
games don't make it to 20. It's hard
This
enough.
one can.
Okay, so you guys get sent to Godhood, you'll immediately become level 20, except for
Okay.
food baggage.
You're already level 20.
Yeah, I already can't kill you.
So if we send, we just hit level 20.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Even if you do kill me, I have ways around being killed.
I know, I'm aware. I tried to kill you, it didn't
Walk
work.
himself?
Yeah. So,
Especially after this level. It got worse.
so,
You're insufferable. You know that. Oh, that's
Oh,
took a
yeah?
dark turn right off the grip.
Oh,
As
I
you
haven't
all
heard this
sleep.
in a second.
We're having a meeting?
Yeah.
you all find yourself
Does Ravanya want to talk to us?
standing in a dark room
Oh, fuck.
on a lake of black water as you stand on the surface.
We got water breathing.
And as you all look around, you can all see each other. All standing at even pace, separated from each other. And in the center of this space, just outside of your view, you can see the silhouette and the very edge of a series of black obsidian chairs and a long obsidian table that currently stand empty. Save
It's
for...
Katie now, right?
Although you can't see quite the other side of that table, but you know who's waiting for you.
Yeah, it's Katie now. Well, Catherine.
Oh my god, I have so much to tell!
Oh my god.
Peek, peek, peek! Alright, so Ava, so you shout this and what do you do? No, you're good, you're good. That was funny. It's very Ava.
I was just saying, Katie, girly, I have so much to tell you! And Ava runs over like it's a sleepover.
And you run
Just
up.
ominous, like.
Yeah. And as you run up, you can see Ravanya in this new and improved human form.
Ravanya or Katie?
Katie, but you can see as she is currently seated in a chair, one leg crossed over the other. It looks like she's looking into a bowl filled with some like a liquid, and as you come scream her name and come running up the side of the table, you just see one pale eyebrow kind of arch up, and she just sets the bowl on the table and folds her fingers in front of her. Just, oh, do tell.
Oh my god, there was this annoying dragonborn and we stole a spot in the race and then the race was so cool and then I tell her like so many inane details about the race and like all this stuff.
Oh my god. And,
And
then
then-
we were like in a crystal ball. And like,
Yeah.
we were
You blended some gnomes?
Basically, and then Ava just keeps barreling through, and then she's just like, "Oh my god!" And there was like this dragon that's like from my past or whatever. He's so fucking annoying, and he tried to like da-da-da-da-da, and then he turned into a dragon. Da-da-da-da, you know, keeps going and keeps going. And
Yeah.
it's like,
And she just listens to you. This entire babble, she just continues. The one eyebrow raised, her chin resting on her folded hands, just watching you.
I guess I will also approach the table.
Okay. The rest of you
Slowly,
approaches
we all
Ava's.
kind of walk up as Ava just.
And as you all, what do you guys do when you get to the table as Ava's continuing this onslaught?
Where is Ava standing on the table or is Ava in a chair?
I hopped up onto a chair, but I didn't stop there. I then hopped up onto the table, and I'm sitting on the table, like feet dangling off, and like right in front of Katie, basically.
Yeah.
Grab Ava and put Ava into a chair.
Sit her down the chair next to her.
I crawl out again and just don't stop talking and get back up on the table.
Okay. I take a seat.
Okay, there's
I'll
like a
take one
big pause
closest
and
to
just
Katie,
like
I guess.
Alright.
Is Pisces here?
Currently not, no.
Oh. Oh.
But you see as
she's stuck in traffic. She'll be here in a second.
The void gets
and
a
you
little
see
bit.
as Ava gets to the end of her story, you see as Ravanya just kind of turns ahead a bit. Just, well, that sounds very interesting. I am pleased to see that all of you have been keeping busy and your justice was realized. I hope now that you have finished everything you've been working on. Please, have a seat. We have matters to discuss. And she gestures out towards the seats around the table. The 7 seats would still remain empty.
Wherever Vegas sits, I'll sit next to him, but instead of being in the chair, I'm gonna ball form just in front of him on the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's double check what else here.
You're getting a little stressed now. Like, we have to do better things.
And then yours is actually gonna sit in the chair,
Okay.
but like kind of be hovering above.
Yeah. You see as yours. You see yours kind of like at first just like apparates as you kind of fast into the show.
Yep.
And you see when, and as this happens, all of you can actually see yours. As they,
Whoa.
and they show at the table, normally they've had a somewhat translucent look to them. You see that in this space, they are almost solid, or as real as any of you. And you see they kind of first just float like cross-legged and kind of look over at you and look around this table. And you see, they look over at Ravani and you see they like start to kind of like mimic her pose, but still like kind of floating just above the chair. Where do you all? So do all of you take a seat at this table?
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, Apollo will pick Ava up and put Ava in a chair and sit next to Ava.
Yeah, take a chair.
Ava is gonna be more strategic this time and sit still for about 3 minutes.
That's it, 3 minutes. Okay.
Until
That's all
Apollo...
Paul's attention span can handle, so she timed it correctly.
And then I get back up on the table.
Not bad.
Fair enough.
I cast Force Cage around Ava.
Seal her in the chair. You get a high chair that straps in.
Will you be needing a booster seat for this god meeting today? Just one.
Too short for the chairs!
You're correct. And you see as Ravani lifts up her hand, the whole
Facts.
chair raises up.
She gets you a high chair.
And as you look, Ava, you see that this chair is now higher, and there's a series of steps that kind of arch down the side to allow you to easily get up and down out of this chair.
She got a chair with a spiral staircase.
So
on it.
imagining based on the way that you ran up by Ravani, are you sitting to the chair directly to her left or to her right?
Yeah, whatever is the, left, one of those.
Okay.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
And as you'll take a seat, one of the chairs remains empty. And you see as Ravani looks across all of you. I'm glad that you were all successful. Your journey was quite emotional. Hopefully you have worked out your personal problems in your endeavors.
No.
You see she, with much looks in your two directions specifically.
I think there's still some loose ends for both of us, but
Yeah, some loose ends created by yourself. But the choice of what to do with our past table members is for you to decide.
we're dead.
One of them is. The other one's banished on a rock somewhere.
Oh, I forgot we didn't kill him.
No, you
Yeah,
do
but he
not.
doesn't have a thing though.
I'm sure that will be fine. What consequence would come out of that? But that is a problem for another time. So, you all seem to be
Deal with it.
adjusting well. And as she says this, you see the water that you were all standing on begins to bubble around one of the remaining empty seats, and you see a figure begin to rise out of the water. The now familiar mermaid-like shape of Pisces, as she emerges from the dark water and seems to form, not so much stepping into the sea, but just forming into one of the final chairs. And now as you sit, with just the only remaining empty chair being directly across from Ravanya, Pisces, it is good to see that you have accepted my summons. Well, I will admit, it was a debate of whether or not to arrive. There's been quite a mess, as I'm sure you know. Trivial in the matters of the things we are here to discuss today. Well, yes, Ava. Were you saying something, Ava?
The mess? Yeah, what's the mess? Is it something that we're aware of?
And you see as Ravanya looks over to Pisces, you see as Pisces folds her arms, narrowing her eyes at Ravanya. The war continues along the border of Aldir, and the casualties are quite high. I am concerned for my people. Yeah, you see as Ravanya kind of waves her hand. Yes, your people in Meridian. Do not worry, it will all be well in hand. Mortals will continue to fight their wars for as long as we exist. And I'm sure that your people are well protected under your tutelage. But the squabbles of man can be dealt with when we have less pressing matters to attend to. First off, we have quite a few members at this table that have taken a grasp of their sparks of divinity, but have not yet mastered their potential. Well, save for, of course, our guardian of the dead. We will need to move along this process for the rest of you to shed this mortal coil that you cling to. And, more importantly, must find a suitable 8th member to fill our ranks. We still have one boon unaccounted for.
What's his face? I think that,
What? Whose is that?
Yeah, who's listening? I don't know.
Ares?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Ares?
Oh,
The other Apollo clone.
The boon of
Oh,
Horizon.
right.
A suitable boon of Horizon has yet to make itself known. I think
Someone is
we
holding
can deal
it.
with
Right?
that.
How do you want us to finish our ascension? Because last time Vegas had to like, and that doesn't sound fun.
well, it is a releasing of the mortal coil, having enough power and a sense of identity, and letting go of what you once were. I'm sure you can think of creative ways for what that means. Magus, this was direct and to the point. But there are many ways to ascend. As long as you have a boost of power and an idea of what it is that godhood represents. But letting go of your mortal soul is one of the trickiest aspects. Perhaps not as much of an issue for you. You lacking your own and all of that. But you say that you wish to take on this task of finding the last one.
it still has, as I mentioned, loose ends with my story, so I'm sure that we will come across Ares at one point or another.
Ares.
It's the name he's chosen.
Interesting. And who is this Ares?
He's a clone of me. We're very similar in a lot of ways, but I guess very different in a lot of ways as well.
And he has knowledge of where this last boon might be.
But he is the boon holder. As far as we can understand.
But I was
Wouldn't
able
he
to
have gotten
tell he
an
has a boon in
invite?
him.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
I don't know.
He would have received an invite.
That's, yeah, I was actually gonna follow up with that question too.
Do you think it's possible he has kind of like a Tracy situation, like a shard of a boon?
I mean, you didn't get that sense from him.
I know, I got the sense that he had a full boon.
Correct.
He
So
has a way to hide himself.
The only thing I could think of is maybe Alexel has come up with a way to either harness or mimic the power of a boon. Carolyn trying to focus herself.
Yep, sorry. Trying to figure it out. I'm so bad at this.
All good.
I don't quite.
Just slowly.
Go on, Caroline.
Caroline,
I'm trying to
420
be
was
so
yesterday. You look a little hazy.
unobtrusive. I'm trying to be so unobtrusive, you guys.
Oh no, they're gonna call you
Now we're all
out
watching,
specifically, yeah.
Why is it not focusing?
Turn the camera off, turn it back on.
No.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, did it work?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
No.
Okay, there it is. Okay.
How dare you?
Well, as I mentioned,
What were we talking about?
Ares being a boon
Ares being
holder
a-
or not.
Yeah. I from everything I could tell, I think so.
I think he is.
I mean, that's what I got too when I placed my hand on it, right?
But here's
But
the
then
thing,
he would know
Yeah.
about the meetings.
He could just be like not coming, right?
I don't know. That's a
That's a,
Catherine question.
yep.
But if Katie is surprised that we're even mentioning him, sounds like she would feel him.
Well, it sounded like you knew his name though.
Can I get an insight check from everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you know Aaron?
You mean
16.
I'm gonna say the DC on this one's gonna be 22.
23.
19.
Okay. So
What
Ava.
is it? Insight?
Insight.
25.
Okay, Ava and Apollo. As you're having this conversation, talking about Ares, you see that she hides her emotion very well, but you see that there's something in her gaze that becomes suddenly more focused, almost harder, and so I lost train of thoughts, right? A little bit harder, and as you are thinking about these kind of questions, there is something about this conversation that she does not like. Actually, give me a sec. It doesn't. You don't get the sense that she knows the name Eris, but she looks very perturbed that she, or from what you can just tell with those high rolls. The fact that she doesn't know who that is.
Is she slipping? How?
Or someone is as it's we have mental telepathy. No, we don't. Maybe we're sleeping. But it's like she can't let someone else be more powerful than her. So if this guy's been hiding himself from her, she does not like that.
I wonder.
How's her mental state been this entire time? Has there been any glimpses of her slipping into that? No?
Nope.
Okay.
No. Not like it was before. She looks like the more collected version that you've seen since she was given her name back.
Yeah, so yeah, we like. I thought we're pretty confident we've seen the 8th boon holder as he's right now. Prior to us telling you that, did you think you knew what the 8th boon was?
You might not know him because he doesn't have a soul.
Hi.
He's
The other shards, other boons. I get glimpses of them. I know everything. It is a blessing and a curse. One of the reasons how we've been able to be in contact since the beginning. This Ares you speak of, this clone of yours. I certainly am unaware of another boon holder.
That's really weird.
Don't
It is
feel-
very
No.
weird.
I think it's the equivalent of putting a boon into an object as opposed to. It's either that or Alexis found a way to mimic a boon.
So you said you knew where all of the boons were. Where do you, like, taking Ares out of the equation, where do you think the last boon is?
Horizonus.
Well, that we know the who, but where? Because you said you knew where.
That's at least what you know.
I knew where all of them were. Except for that one.
That'd be what? I think that checks out. He had this way
It is
to hide his presence.
interesting. It is not that I cannot sense it. It is like a missing piece of a tapestry. This hole in the thread, but yet all the other strands around it are intact, but something is missing, and it is quite vexing. Landing. But we have a name and we have a face. He is, I'm assuming, not ascended, but a boon holder, much like many of you, which means he's still mortal. Well, tell me, can he be trusted?
Can he be trusted? No.
We haven't had very much interaction with him. We spoke to him for all of 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He did leave Bagus's feather to help us find Alexa. That makes me think there's something more than.
He was
Service
created as a means to an end. And he was created to be more subservient than I was. No, less freedom. But in the few interactions that we've had with him, He seems out for his own self-interest. So I don't know. I don't have enough of it as idea of who he is as a person in order to decide that.
We'd have to find him again.
He hasn't done anything overtly, like, negative towards us or anybody that we've seen.
Right.
So to answer your question, I don't know.
I see. In the meantime, now that you have your boons, perhaps that should take priority for all of you. If you wish to finish your ascension, I can see how the ascension of Vagus was traumatic. But
Me and Eva on the side, like, yeah, dude.
Get your artery.
Yeah, he's a sad dude.
it is important for the rest of you.
You and Apollo are cuddling in like,
It is important for the rest of you to go on whatever spiritual journey you need to release yourself of your past lives, to be ready for whatever is to come next. And that should take priority for all of you, all the rest of you. In the meantime, I will send my agents to find this Ares and get him in line one way or another. At the very least,
I mean, we can probably find him pretty quickly.
you seem confident,
I mean,
but it would also be unwise to doubt your skills at this point. A race, then. I believe you have other things that should take precedent. But you're free to make your choices.
we heard you had a little show of force in Centrum.
Yes, that is one way to phrase it. And you see Pisces kind of straightens up at this and looks. And you see as Pisces kind of turns. We are facing multiple losses to our forces, and much destruction amongst the mortals, and you're waging another war. And you see as Ravani's kind of holds up her hand. A war that takes much more import in the lives of mortals. I am bringing Centrum to heal. As of now, we do not require your aid, but the benefit combined forces of the Fae and the Infernal will be of great boon to us in a time of need. These two entities are able to twist reality, create fabrications of something out of nothing, which will prove much more valuable than your run-of-the-mill mortals. She says pointedly over to Pisces.
I hate to interject, but I feel compelled to agree with Pisces in this situation. Your run-of-the-mill mortals, why are their lives less important than the Infernals? Just because they don't have as much to offer?
Yes.
If anything, they have a shorter life, which makes them strive for greatness more so than Infernal or Fae.
Then I hope the war stories and their conquests in this battle live for generations. But in the meantime, I am preparing for a war with gods.
Why
But-
would you not then?
The choice is yours. You wish to aid in this war between Altor and Aldia? Be my guest. Maybe you'll find your true calling in whatever kind of godship that you wish to possess. In the meantime, I will tend to my own business. If you wish to assist me, well, it would always be appreciated. But I believe I have the situation under control. And soon enough magical firepower to be able to deal with whatever is going to come out of the Great Rift. But in the spirit of our alliance and what we agreed upon at this table, I did want to bring up my conquest in Centrum. Just to have that transparency among us all.
What do you want to do with Centrum?
She wants to bring
'Cause,
everyone
like,
under her banner.
I don't really... Huh? Say that again? I didn't hear.
She wants to bring everyone under her banner. There's a lot of magical essence in Centrum, and she wants to utilize that to target whatever comes out of the Great Rift. I'm sure it's also a soft spot since Yamal was the one that had her caged for such a long time. No offense.
And none taken. It is the last of my mortality. What's the word for it? Cathartic? It's a little bit of justice.
It's a big word for elbow.
Sometimes a little conquest is healing.
And more importantly, once I'm able to get the sisters to fall in line, along with some of the Fey princes, the imagination is our limitation. And I am quite imaginative.
On the note of like trying to get things under your control, like looking for like magical powers and things to help you out, are you still looking for wayfarers?
No, unfortunately. I think I have a good enough wayfarer for any of our needs. And she gestures to Ava.
Okay, just making sure. 'Cause yeah.
Yep.
Worried about your little friend.
Yeah.
She's of no consequence to me at this time. As long as she continues to not be a thorn in our side. But with you at this table, I feel like she can understand that our views are in alignment.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, I'm sure that you could convince her.
As long as she's not in danger.
Everyone is in danger.
Well, from you.
Not unless she gives me a reason to.
Cool.
But she's jumped again to her side of the veil, so we'll see what happens. So, now that you'll have your boon, the main topic I wish to discuss, you or ascension. Many of you are still rather weak. Some of you fresh to your boonhood, as she looks to Ava. You need to
Flex.
You've grown quite strong in your short journey together. But a good understanding of your prowess. But that strength must continue to grow, and you must find a way to jumpstart yourself. I was able to provide some power to Vagus. At this time, I can provide that power to one more of you. Should you wish. Unless, of course, you be doing your homework and gathering your following, which, based on how I feel, our god, or guardian of the dead, has already amassed quite a following, as is your company. Interesting that you already have shrines built. So new to the game. Well done. Although I do suppose experience is in your favor, and she looks over to yours, who just kind of like. For the rest of you, I hope that you follow their example and find a way to get some power. We're running out of time. So I hope that all your personal affairs are in order.
So you said you can give one person that like spark?
I feel like I've recovered enough at this time. And I've gathered some additional energies of my own to make it a little bit easier on myself and less taxing. Unless, of course, Pisces wishes to contribute. And you see as Pisces folds her arms once again, narrows her eyes, and just kind of leans back away from the conversation. There's a definite change in her body tone. You see just Ravani just smiled. As I thought. So, I can provide the power for one more.
Do I, from that interaction, can Pisces not do the same thing that she's doing?
I would say, based on that, that's the impression you seem to get.
Is Pisces, has she fully ascended yet?
Looking at the feel of the energy, she is ascended.
Okay.
But feeling, I would say probably Vagus, you'd be able to see this the easiest. Actually, you as well, just because of the way that your boom works, your sense of community. Based on the power levels in this room, Ravania is significantly more stronger than Pisces. You're not sure as to why. I would say you want to make a religion check for me?
I sure.
Or if you want some other check that you want to make to try to flavor this?
Can I do... Can I make it an insight check? Because I picked up just kind of her body language, so that's kind of the idea that I'm using.
Sure. Good insight. So is that cable being used?
No. Either that or perception.
I'll give you either one.
Ooh, I'll take perception.
Okay, go ahead and take perception.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20? Okay. As you look at Pisces, one thing you didn't really notice before, she doesn't appear to be as physically solid as Ravanya. She's always had this kind of ethereal, almost watery look to her. Makes sense. Water is very much her aesthetic. But one thing that you learned about the Kuatoa throughout your journeys and speaking with them, you know that Ravanya is a real person. She was a real person that has ascended. Kuatoa have a habit of making things that don't exist.
Yeah.
And just dreaming them to be true. You realize that Pisces does not have a physical form.
She's a dream.
She's an idea. She's a dream. She didn't ascend from anything. She was an idea that formed around the boom.
Got it.
So, still powerful.
Yeah.
Still a goddess in her own
So
right.
she didn't even necessarily ascend, she just kind of came to be ascended.
Yes.
Got it.
And also with her specific following of a band of just Kuatoa that no one really takes seriously, she probably doesn't have much of a following of Ravanya, who has mind-wiped entire cities.
Yeah.
So just in terms of raw power of who's got the most amount of juice, you can sense that even Ravania's kind of goading her that she can't do what Ravanya can.
Got it. So, if someone can get that sort of power, I think we should take advantage of that.
No, it'll come at a price. We can't ever do any physical damage or
I'm hurt. You don't trust me.
I don't trust anyone nowadays.
I'm pretty okay trusting Katie.
Sure. That's your choice. You wish to make that deal, but that's...
Well, I don't think I need to. I feel like I have
Okay.
things in the works. Plans in motion, stocks in place,
Yeah. Yeah.
investments coming through.
Dividends are being paid.
Pops. How are we looking?
Oh, fuck, you're in my dream?
Well, then I suppose that just leaves the two of you. And she looks to Wade and Ava.
For what?
If you wish to accept my offer of giving you the power you need to ascend, ready to let go of your mortality to step into the next level of creation.
I think we've been fine on our own thus far. I think we could figure it out.
Very well.
Katie, can I something?
Can you ask me something?
Okay.
Sure.
What do you know about a tree? Anything about a big tree that you know about?
I don't know about tree.
I heard there's a really good oak tree.
A large tree. She
Keep
kind of
seeing visions about it.
She kind of looks at you for a moment. I know a bit about this tree. It is a pillar of creation. A tree so massive it holds the universe in its branches, connecting the endless sky to all the worlds. If you were to believe that in a literal sense. Metaphorically, it is the Kukumari. The energy that spiderwebs all throughout creation, both here and beyond. Quite an interesting thing. One that I wish to explore further, but well, maybe at some time when we're not facing imminent destruction.
Can I insight check her? Does she have more in mind for this tree than she's telling me?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. plus 10. Alright, it is 23 total.
23 total.
Nice.
She's very dismissive about the tree in her words. But she looks at you with a very direct interest. She definitely has more of an interest in this tree that she's not letting on.
It's kind of funny, though. Isn't the whole old god's plan to destroy the Kikimari for creation cycle to begin again, or something like that?
Indeed. I should wonder what is then to be the fate of this tree. If this will really spell the end of everything, or if this will cause a new tree to sprout. I would rather not find out. My vision ends with the return of the gods. I would rather not find out what happens after, if anything.
So, then, we need to ascend. I understand that. I get that. But what's the plan after that to stop the pantheon of gods from creating making the new cycle begin? Do we need to just kill them one by one? Like dead-ass kill them as they try to get through the Great Rift?
That is my plan, but there are many creative solutions that we can take. Keeping them sealed away forever, banishing them to a far-elf realm, dissipating their energies, potentially absorbing their energies into us, but that might be a little too ambitious.
Okay.
This
There's
might-
not like a reality where we could all coexist and they understand that this new pantheon is the next evolution, just like how there was the 4 OGs and then there's a next evolution, like
I suppose anything is possible. If you wish to take a diplomatic route. But
okay.
you must remember, the old gods are not like you and I. They do not know what it is to live. They do not know what it is to die. They are thoughts and creation itself. They do not care about mortality, what it is to live. Everything to these entities is a cycle, to be destroyed and rebuilt. What is on this canvas is of no significance.
So it's almost more fitting to think of them less as like gods, like in the way that we're going to be gods, and more so as almost like forces of nature just acting towards what nature pushes them to do.
That is a good description. One does not blame the forest fire for destroying all their crops. The fire was doing what the fire was meant to do, such as what Ignis Pharaoh and Kaiolu and all of the others will do if unleashed upon this world. Whether it will go all in a blink of an eye as they emerge through, or if they will tear their way across the endless sky, I do not know. The visions I have seen end when the rift opens.
Has anyone ever looked into finding a way to stop a rift?
Stop what now?
A rift? Or reverse it in some way?
You see she kind of lifts her head, and you see her eyes kind of glaze over for a second. And then she blinks and it vanishes. There have been many studies into what a rift is, not in the sense of religion, but actually how to close one.
Well,
Not quite.
if we have a rift is kind of just like what Ava does. It's a door that opens, and we have, Wade who's really good at closing doors.
Why don't we just take it in the sky and move it over there?
Is a well,
I mean, maybe.
was it in game or out of game? You brought up the idea of like plane shift and there being like other planes that would actually take us to.
It was at, I said that above table, however, Ava has been to other places.
And we know that. So I mean,
Yeah, she just hinted at it, but you guys, because she once told you that she was in a place where there was all land and there was no light in the sky.
so obviously it's seemingly impossible, but it isn't. The idea of when the door opens, we can either just close it or even open up another door over it, so it just skips us entirely.
So they open the door, they just see another open door
And
to
it is-
another
It's
place.
your,
Like,
it's your problem now, motherfuckers.
Well, like, what if we
Reverse card.
find some way to figure out where this rift is coming from, and we can just like open the door to their original plane, so they basically just walk through nothing.
What's to start them from just reopening it again?
Well, because they don't do it, like the plane does it.
Yeah, they're not the ones opening the rift. They're waiting for the rift to tear open.
So if there's a way that we have ways to open
So it
doors and
sounds
rifts
like
and
they're
things.
But when we were in Mazara's plane, wasn't she actively trying to open up the rift?
No, she was trying to go from her plane to here. Yes,
she's trying
but
to get to like the actual
from that
now.
plane. We were at the Bazaar's plane, which is in this realm. Like that's
Right.
separate from the Great Rift stuff. So she was trying to come
Right,
in.
but isn't Mazara one of the old gods trying to come through? Yeah,
She was the first, right?
exactly. So she's still. They can still actively take an approach to opening rifts, from our understanding.
But if we just send them back,
But they have to
And then
gather
they-
power to do it.
they
first.
have the power to do it, and they also have to have like the will to do it. If-
So every 500 years, we get in front of a rift and go.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like, but they also could be doing the same thing.
I see where Vanya's looking at you and just like the first expression is a little condescending,
Mhm.
but then she considers it. That is a creative solution. And we do have one of the most powerful wayfarers in multiple generations on our side. She looks to Ava.
That's me.
I mean, I would pick it up.
Suck it, Greg.
Second grade. You and your stupid owls.
It is a potential, maybe one worth exploring. But if that is the route that you wish to take, our little kobold friend is going to need a lot more power. A lot. In order to re-stitch the reality of the Kukumara itself.
Okay, hear me out. 4 people all casting plane shift at the same time.
Just 4.
What about the power of other gods?
4 dudes.
I've met a sort
I'm a
of
dude.
mirror of myself on my travels from somewhere else. I don't know enough about him, but
No, you're gonna piss her off again.
You see, she kind of looks at you for a minute.
About from beyond the
Tall, cloaked figure, I would assume, that likes to carry around a basket.
it's correct.
Say what?
And where did you see this individual?
I saw him when I was doing my work, walking souls to places.
Interesting. Is he venturing outside of the veil? Or is there something along the surface that we cannot see? There's another interesting possibility. A crack. Almost like 2 pieces of a plane laid on top of each other, walking between the two. I will see what I can find about this. The fact you're seeing this not at all is interesting. And the fact that I didn't know about it, even more so.
That's 2 things you haven't known about.
It's
That
interesting.
is 2 things too many.
Interesting.
But it seems that allying with you was the correct decision on my part.
Yeah, imagine Ego Vex just going, I want more.
It's not a good table conversation. That's just all he talks about.
No bedside manner, that one.
No.
He had his uses, and those uses, well,
Or bedside uses.
ran out.
He gave good dick.
Yeah, good job, Ava!
Just-
Better just slip that one in there.
Yeah, like he did.
The
You
arm
gave
wasn't the
good
only thing
dick.
that got scales.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Scaled. Scaled.
For scale pleasure.
Aye.
You know,
Ego's
bad
just a
dragon.
scaly.
So, we have a couple of things to explore, and based on your conversations prior, there's a few personal things that you still need to wrap up, she says, looking at Ava. A few things to tend to. But as I said before,
Garden a tree.
your business is your own, and as long as you are continuing to pursue what we have all gathered around this table to achieve. And like I said, I am willing to grant the power to one more of you to be able to ascend. But you all seem to be stubbornly independent and untrusting. So,
I just don't think I'm a good kid. I would be down. I just don't think I need it as much.
it's your decision. As all things
Should I do it?
I was gonna say, Ava, I feel like
My body,
Should I
my
just do
choice.
I feel like you would be really good for that. Like if we can bump you up right away, and maybe start exploring more of your door and gate exploration stuff.
The thing that she
I mean,
does
I
every
trust
time.
Katie. I don't have a problem with Katie.
I trust Katie too.
That's why we're here.
I don't know. There was a lot of conversation of we could do it ourselves, and I was like, okay.
Well, I think that just because I have some things kind of in motion already, yours and I do.
Damn, Katie, he said he doesn't need you.
No, I very much enjoy your company and your help, but
Ooh, you don't say that in front of guests.
I
So
just,
what?
We're
yeah,
the guests.
I feel like why not?
I don't see a reason why not.
It's
I
up
mean,
to
she
you.
helped us, didn't she? She gave not Apollo, sorry. She gave Vagus the boost when he killed himself. You know, she could have just let him die.
No.
Yes, that's true. So,
it's
Katie,
like-
how did you ascend? Did a god give you their strength as well?
Well, she's
Such a
harnessing it for time.
personal and intimate question.
That's
Perhaps
my
when,
age.
perhaps in some time. Perhaps in due time,
Ah,
Ah,
we can discuss.
That was a
We-
meta joke.
yeah.
Brain go. Brrr.
Then go brr, dopamine.
Perhaps in due time we can discuss such things. But such information can be used against oneself in interesting and creative ways. As Jamal has been so quick to teach me, I'd rather not fall into the same trap twice.
So
Katie,
Ava,
have you
yeah.
been able to talk to that person that you were asking me about that doesn't like you but you want to be friends with?
The whole table just,
Silence is so
the
awkward.
whole table just,
Katie, you already friends with somebody?
That's news.
Oh, I think I know. Never
You
mind.
see, I don't know how to describe the look that Pisces can give. You see Pisces kind of like straightens and does that, the bombastic side eye towards Ravania.
Criminally offensive.
And you see it, Ravania does this slow turn over to you, Ava.
Ava looks pure into her eyes.
There's so much hate looking back.
pure
Can I do
hard.
something?
What?
While they're talking, can I? This is a gathering.
There's no food or drink being shared.
It doesn't. It says or other celebration. It doesn't. It says those two can't be
It's
things.
not a
but
celebration.
It says or other.
Or other what?
It says.
I will say in this space, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
No, boon holder.
Okay.
We'll talk later when you're a god.
Put your booms away.
Put your boon away.
Let's send right now and then you can do it.
Your boon is showing.
And she glares at Ava for a moment and then turns back to Wade. I will say, in terms of my ascension, letting go of one's mortal coil, everything that you once were can take many forms. The easiest way is to die. A very permanent solution. But one can get creative and poetic. But what does not change is the amount of power that is required. So, if Ava wishes to make this jump, I am more than happy to make a deal with her. If you wish to continue on your own route, please do so. I do prefer that go-getter attitude As long as you are quick about it, time is not a luxury that we can afford. So, to wrap up this discussion, I will continue my conquest in Centrum. To be able to get ourselves an army before whatever shit will roll downhill. Pisces, I assume that we can trust that you will tend to the war effort among the mortals and perhaps get your little creatures to do a little bit more to contribute. But I know you have your own personal stake in that. For the rest of you, I think it would be prudent if you each focused on your ability to ascend and find out exactly what kind of gods you intend to be. Please be imaginative and true to yourself, and all of that fairy tale bullshit. Because if you're
Fairy tales?
oh my sweet Apollo, we are in the pages of a fairy tale.
Dragon tales.
What kind of fairy tale, though?
I can see you as ADD kicks in.
What kind of fairy tale this is and what kind of ending will be completely up to you.
Okay.
That is all.
That was a very beneficial, great talk.
So no
Okay.
no power boost for me? That got rescinded?
Do you want to do it? It's up to you.
Ava, it's your call.
You see, she goes.
Apollo's being very boohoo about it, but it's all you.
Not being
You see,
boo-hoo.
she kind of sits up and looks over.
Sorry, I don't just go
Pisces.
taking the powers from gods.
It's help from a friend.
You see, she kind of sits up and leans over.
What if she's
Pisces, I believe the Starlight Battalion and I have more business to discuss. You are free to leave.
Bye, Pisces.
And you see Pisces,
that went down the wrong way?
you see her form kind of shimmers and she disappears into water, splashing down to the base below. You are left with just Ravanya. And you see she turns.
That's what did yeah.
Well, since you brought up my personal information so publicly, and she kind of looks around, and I'm assuming the rest of you have been informed. Yes.
Oh, no, yes. You want to be friends with
Must-
the Lou.
Wait, that's who it is?
Did you not put that together?
Oh, I totally knew.
Good job, Ava.
It made so much sense.
Yes. Lou, I knew. Well, do you want my opinion or no?
Is your opinion worth listening to?
I don't know. It's
Usually,
really-
yes, he helps a lot.
She's not very fond of you. Apparently, you guys have some.
I asked if your opinion is worth listening
Well, I'm getting
to.
there.
Do not
You-
give me information I already know. Quite aware.
Okay. Have fun making friends by yourself. That attitude won't get you anywhere.
Speak.
Okay. Well, she's not very fond of you at the moment. Apparently, there's a lot of trauma there. You're gonna have
Bad
to give
blood.
her. Cause they. Sorry.
Your accent is changing.
Sorry. There's an old saying, baby, now we got bad blood.
I'm familiar with that old saying. I am remarking on the fact that your voice is changing to mimic mine.
I think that's from Telorius Swift, right?
Yes, Swift.
Her
Ah,
followers
yes,
are known
the queen.
as Swifties.
That bard was amazing.
God, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but I want to say.
we did. Yeah,
I think you need to give her time.
She died at 22.
Oh my god.
She wears short skirts. I wear
We're losing
t-shirts.
it. Roll it.
So you just said it. I mean, you suck it in.
This one's the slime.
The history
It's
took a
about
very
a
long
Lou.
time, and the relationship took a very long time to get to where it is now. It's not going to change overnight. Don't be overbearing. Don't be forceful. So let her know that you would like to be there to support her. And funny enough, remember how just a few moments ago you were saying who cares about mortals and their silly little lives? Well, Alu's mortal. And now you're starting to see the complexity of the mortal existence. Hence why I think Pisces is right. Neither here nor there. All I'm saying is, you see how complex this one mortal is. Imagine how complex all the others are.
Can I add something?
If I say no, I believe you'll still
She's
speak
just gonna say it
anyway.
anyway. You might as well just give her your blessing.
Speak, Ava.
You see Caroline smiling.
Well, now that I know, I mean, I always knew, but it's a Lou that you were talking about. I think the first step is to take accountability.
For your actions.
Wait, let me
No
finish.
problem.
It's the same thing. Let's have a good day. It's fine.
It's complicated because you were a Lou's mother figure
That's why I still.
after you killed her mother. You know? That's gonna fuck up Immortal.
Yeah. Short
Yes,
lives
so-
and all.
So she tells me. You think
Wait.
I...
When did her mother pass?
When Ravanya killed her during the excavation.
I need a time frame here, people.
Lou was like 5 or 6.
Okay. And Alu is now what?
An elf, right?
Keep going.
Nah. What's going on?
Don't worry about it.
Chloe's missing a fucking chair. Hold on.
What's literally going on?
We are a professional D&D stream.
Shut up.
He broke.
Are we getting a
96.
free show?
Shut up.
God, what's that old
Did
Discovery
you-
Channel? Like, Fix It? Those, like, the one with Tim Allen. He like would just fix shit around the
Home
house.
improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you wear that shirt on purpose, Kobe?
What?
For a little nip slip?
No.
For a little.
Did it? No.
Pull it to the side
I
for me.
just stand this way now.
Please do not violate TOS.
Male nipples are okay.
Yeah. We're fine.
So less than 100 years or more than 100 years?
More than a couple hundred years at this point.
Oh, dang it.
You think that she would
Maybe.
forget such a thing, but apparently she didn't. She's still quite
Something on the
bitter
other
about
side,
it.
too.
Especially since her old memories flooded back to her. Thank you for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't just go around mind controlling mortals.
It's worked rather well for a few hundred years, and she was fine.
Yeah, she was fine except when she leased the emerald scarring on fucking Dendar. Oh, she was fine, okay?
I did not have her do that.
Pacifist too.
Jesus Christ.
I'm aware that she is a
Make it good.
pacifist.
No. Is that...
Like she
When-
loves peace.
Think
She
so?
gets horny for peace.
I'm aware that she gets horny for
Oh, I
peace.
never thought I'd
You
get those
knocked
words
it
out
I
of
never
my
thought
mouth.
those would come out of my mouth, and yet here we are. It's the one thing I could never correct.
Is that one broken too?
What?
Is that one broken as well?
Damn it, I
Yeah.
broke my little ring thing I've been playing with.
Listen,
This is the one that
next
Chris
time you
wrote.
bring us to this dream, just make chairs.
Oh my god.
You guys are fucking insane.
Ravanya, my chair's a little fuzzy.
You should stop leaning back on it.
Aren't you on the table?
No. No, the kobold is on the table.
Jesus fucking.
No, actually, he's on the table. So you're both on the table. How'd you break your chair?
Oh my
Yours.
god. Watch Chris's head.
Not that one.
Feels familiar? No. That's it.
Yeah, like Ravanya, remember my advice last time when I
Yeah.
didn't know who you were talking about was like, you shouldn't care about what people think about you. But in this case, you should care. You should really care about what she thinks about you.
Oh, don't give that to Andrew. His hand's already fucked up.
Oh no, I'm just moving it away.
Alright.
Just keep dummy thing, damn it.
Dummy sick.
Also, stop leaning back in the chairs. We're not built for that.
He wasn't leaning on this one.
I wasn't. It just fell.
Oh, okay.
He literally just adjusted one cheek and then it just.
Yeah.
I was watching the whole time, so.
Just trying to sit.
Do I need to question why you were watching?
Sorry, I was staring the whole time.
You wouldn't be watching?
Staring.
She looks to you. You also informed me to give her time, and I am giving time. I'm trying
That's
to
good.
respect the whatever it is that she is doing.
Boundaries.
But she made boundaries. She made her feelings quite known. I am giving her time and focusing. Why is there a donut on that chair?
Because I found donut and I want donut.
It comes with
Is there more donut?
No, fuck you!
That ass already too fat.
That's
I also appreciate that you had the donut just sitting straight on the chair with no
Not even
napkin
on a
or
napkin.
anything.
Give a fuck. So I don't get sick every other week.
Don't look at me. It's not me.
it's usually me.
It's not me. I don't get sick that often. Yes, she had made her viewpoint quite clear when we spoke, and so I'm giving her the time that she apparently needs and focusing my energies elsewhere.
Maybe do a kind
Mother,
gesture
daughter.
here and there.
Yeah, mother-daughter relationships are hard,
As
but
I-
it's worth it.
It is much easier when they can just mind control them, but I can.
Damn.
You can't mind control all your problems away, Katie.
Yeah, you can.
It works for so long. But unfortunately, my influence over her has been stripped, thanks to your heroic efforts, but we will make do with the tools that are given to us. And besides, you have a fondness for Lou that we share, so I will follow her wishes.
That's
And-
the kindest thing I've heard you say.
That's a step in the right direction.
I don't think
That
so.
was beautiful. What the fuck did you say, Bravo?
What? So I found this donut on the floor. It's really good.
Donut
What
to
the
the
fuck?
wall.
I'm starving. Where'd you find the fucking donut on the floor?
Oh.
Ava gets off the table, starts looking under the table for food.
Anything else? Or?
Ravani kind of glances at the tables, Ava just vanishes underneath.
We lost her.
I'm
She's
still
gone.
just sitting
Look at
with
that
her.
god go.
So,
Alright, I'm descending, by the way.
she looks to you.
Descending?
I can provide the energy for you to complete your journey for whatever that might mean for you. So,
Okay.
Ava, do you wish to make a deal?
I mean, I gotta read the terms and conditions as Apollo always reminds me.
Do you want me to tell you what the terms and conditions will be?
No, I want to hear it from Katie.
Or
Well, as I think that will benefit us both. You and I shall not do harm to one another. Similar to the deal that I have with Vegas. In addition, you will assist me in this unfortunate business with the Lou.
oh. Real quick, out of game. Was that the same deal she made with Vegas? Because I thought Vegas's deal was Vegas just can't do harm to her. It wasn't vice versa.
We were to not do harm to each other.
It was
And if there were to be any conflicts between us, we would have a meeting of it first.
Okay.
Yeah. The deal was that they would not do harm to one another. It was both ways. So,
Doesn't mean I can't grab her though. Oh, yeah.
Just because I became CEO for about days, I have some follow-up questions.
yes.
What if I inadvertently do something that harms you that I don't know is gonna harm you? How does the logic work on that? Because I just do stuff sometimes and I don't think of the consequences.
She do be just to
Sounds-
it.
Is it a matter of an intent, or is it a matter
Yeah.
of result?
Yeah, it felt like take a fucking arrow and I shoot that shit.
Because
And
I
you
don't
just, you know.
want to harm you. I
And it hits
don't
one of
want
your
to.
powers.
I just. What if I fuck something up and it's like you're harmed? Like, what does that do?
There is a matter of intention. However, I suppose if you were to do something that foolish, we shall see. Though I would like to imagine, dear Ava, that you have better foresight and understanding of my wants and desires to
You're giving her
not
too much credit.
do that.
Too much credit.
Absolutely. I 100% know your wants and your desires.
She didn't know you were referencing Olu. Too much credit.
I
we
can
are
agree to this deal.
very well then. And she holds out her hand to you.
All right, I hop back up on the table, so we're eye level, and I stand on the table now and hold out my hand to her and shake her hand.
As you take her hand, you can see these shadowy tendrils intertwine your two hands. And for a moment, it almost feels like these thin, it's not painful, but it is uncomfortable. These thin needles seem to prick into your skin, almost like, I think it was like a cat's tongue, how it's that rough kind of all over feel, except a little bit sharper. Again, not painful, but very uncomfortable. As it sinks into the back of your hand and up to your forearm. And she just smiles at you. Very well then. It is a deal. And you feel this surge of energy coming, that kind of rockets up your arm and fulfills your entire body. For a moment, it feels like your flesh is too big to be contained within your thin skin. And it is almost painful, but then it quickly subsides, and you just feel like you have this energy built up within you, like a bomb waiting to go off. And as she releases your hand, and you see that she blinks a bit, and there's a little bit of like a glassiness to her eye. You can see that this took a little bit out of her, but she quickly puts back up that mask as she looks at you. You now have the power and the potential. I do hope that you have an idea of what you wish to be before you make that final step. You are a young woman of quite potential, Ava dear.
Now,
I
don't
would
mind
hate
control it.
for it to be wasted. Think very carefully before you make that final jump, please. I would hate to have to find a new boon holder.
Me too.
And a new couples counselor, apparently.
You got it, dearie! And I give her a little kiss on the cheeks with my cobalt snoot, and I jump away, and I'm like, "Sean, get off me!"
What do you shout?
I say, "Ha! I can do whatever I want! She can't hold me!"
As she shot that, you see Rapana just... Oh dear.
Yeah, that one may be worse than making it with me, actually.
I'm beginning
I
to see...
run around, and I'm just like, I don't know, it was just having a
Yeah.
she's
I
like,
can hurt you
yeah.
physically. She can hurt you in so many different ways.
It appears I am not as clever at my deal making as I thought. She just watches Ava like skip around the room. Very well then.
These Charles! You know how to make deals now!
Very well then. I believe our business here is concluded. Good luck on your journey, and I hope that we have more to discuss in the soon future. Unless you have any questions for me, for the sake of transparency.
I'm curious, but I think my question may be a bit more private. If you have a moment.
Very well.
No secrets on the ship, huh?
And for the rest
No
of you,
secrets on the ship, Captain!
It is not my secret to tell.
Alright.
very well then. For the rest of you, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank God I get to go to bed.
I will continue my visual. And she waves her hand, and all of you just fall back into your dreams.
Thank God.
And Vagus, as she waves her hand, and the rest of your party just vanishes, like dissolving into water and splashing into the ground, similar to the South Pisces. It is just you and Ravanya in this room. You see, she once again, or puts one elbow on the table, kind of leans, propping her chin against her hand.
If we had not brought back Kalu's memories,
That's
would
your
she still
dream.
be under your mind control?
You're a T-Rex.
Would that be a convenience to you, or
What's the question?
that's just something you... I said, if we had not brought back Kalu's memories, would she still be under your mind control?
Ooh.
Is that something out of convenience, or is that something you felt necessary to do to her?
Kalu is a very beneficial agent. Why else do you think I sent her on our first mission when we met? She is pure and innocent and trustworthy. There's a lot more that I hoped to accomplish, but all things considered, with hindsight, I am not completely disappointed with this turn of events. Does that answer satisfy you?
I think it does. Do you seek to cure this problem between the two of you for your own reasons or for some help with what's to come?
The two are not mutually exclusive. I will admit, I found myself
Bless you.
Four.
Wow.
Yeah, only 4.
Fucking light work today.
Thank you.
I will admit, I found myself quite ill-equipped to the task of raising a child. But I found her to be useful.
Very well. Thank you for your time.
You should know, Magnus, that God that you speak to, I will leave it to you to make your own judgments. I do not wish to ally myself with those that blindly follow orders, or too weak-willed to make their own decisions. But use caution from that pantheon.
She's
Your
army of that.
party might not think well of my views of mortals, but that pantheon finds them just as disposable as our endless sky gods.
I only care about mortals that impact me.
That may be true, but in the light of things, we were all mortals at one point, weren't we?
We are, but not them. And like the gods here, they don't understand what it means to lose. And they do not know what it means to lose. And they certainly will not want to find out now. So use caution with who you ally with. But
I'll continue to make that decision myself.
I hope you would. As long as you can get yourself out of those consequences. We all have our own parts to play and wait for.
I couldn't agree more.
Happy hunting.
Bless you.
Bless.
I will keep an eye on your progress, and I do hope you're able to provide some guidance, and perhaps in time, perhaps able to provide one of your own group power for themselves.
Hopefully sooner than later.
For all of our sakes. Until next time. And you find yourself dropping back into your dream. You all wake up the next morning.
Long rest.
You have completed a long rest.
Yay.
Yay. Where are we at currently? Again, we're on our ship.
You are on the dead end, yes.
And the dead end is still in Kildina's.
Cool.
Yes, you're still in the parking lot. All the no, actually took all the parking tickets off, and because you gave them
No,
to.
we leave one parking ticket on there. That way, we still think we've already got a ticket for the day. That way, they don't double ticket us.
Oh, okay.
That's what I did at Sac State. I have a plan on how to start the whole process of ascending ascending myself to godhood. I'm gonna have to go to Dendar and do it. Though.
I actually want to go to Dendar for it too. What's your plan?
Fuck you. What's your plan?
Go to the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, I'm gonna create a temple.
Like you're just gonna make a temple
Yeah.
with how? With what?
There's a spell.
Oh my god.
Quite literally called Temple of the
Temple.
Gods.
And you have that spell?
Yeah, I learned secrets from different classes.
So can you do that for everyone?
No, fuck you. Mine only. Just kidding.
Wow.
Yes, I can do it.
Like, can you make it? It's a temple of the gods. So can you make it the temple and have all of us as like the pantheon in there, or is it to only one god? Because if you can put a temple to
You
like the
cause a
pantheon,
temple to shimmer into existence on the ground you can see within a range. The temple must fit within an unoccupied cube of space up to 120 feet on each side. The temple remains until the spell ends. Oh, well, it only lasts 24 hours.
yeah,
But I think,
Unless you do it every day.
yeah.
it's like a teleportation circle.
That's a lot. I didn't want to do it
Sure
every
you don't
day.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Blah, 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 blah. Casting the spell every day for a year makes it thing. I don't know.
It could be like a pop-up temple.
Ooh, traveling temple?
Yeah,
Sisterhood of the Traveling Temple.
yeah.
Do you have like an emblem or anything that you want for your like? Are you gonna be kind of the patron of the masks? Is that your?
That
theme?
seems like the easiest and most direct route, so that is probably the route I am going to take.
Ooh, is there like a thieves guild or something that you could? I feel like that'd be very fitting with that.
I don't want to get too specific. I want to cast a broad net, and whoever wants to flock.
Well, cast around that, but also if you like hit some pressure points, it'll be more effective too.
Right. This is my
Can
temple, not
Ava-
yours.
I'm just giving you ideas.
Can
I feel
Ava
like you would vibe with the thieves.
go? Can Ava go into the forge? And you know how like when you're doing like blacksmithing or like stuff like that, you have to put on like a thing on your head that covers your face, and there's just like a little glasses thing
Yeah.
for it. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal a bunch of those little face things
Like
and
the
bring them
like the
back to
weld-
the ship.
Like the welder's masks?
Yes, like a welder's mask. 'Cause that's all I
Okay.
can find right now. That's like a mask.
Sure. Okay.
And
If it only lasts for a
Ava
day, I
has,
might
like-
as well do it here.
has like paints and stuff like that. I'm assuming with her, like that she's like smashed berries and like made dyes or something like that. 'Cause
There's
she's-
Sure.
bug guts in her
Sure.
satchel.
Yeah.
So she's gonna start painting the masks, and on the inside, the patron of the masks frees you, and basically start being like, "What if you become a traveling mask pop-up cart,
Thank you.
and we give these away at the temple in Dentar?" And it's like the temple just pops up, and then people get these masks, and it's like they could like it's like in theme with Apollo's godhood, and then we just go around to different places and do this.
Well, you need something to draw people in. You also have. Does anyone play an instrument? We also have live music.
Ah, yes, Temple of the Masks and live music.
I
Makes
pull
sense.
out a horn. I pull out my horn.
And we can offer meat sticks for anyone that comes.
Oh my god, we have a. Oh my god.
We have an inn.
Festival, you guys.
Well, so it's just drawing a teleportation.
A traveling festival of the Pantheon.
POM festival.
What's the busiest spot in this
What's
forest?
POM?
In
Patron of
Tree Grove.
masks.
Yeah.
There are a series of
He's the pom pom
everywhere.
god.
There are
Pom-pom.
there are courtyards, and the main road that you guys have walked through, that kind of glass covered thing where you first found the meat stick cart. And that is all busy with traffic and foot traffic, and there's courtyards everywhere. But
Okay.
I'm sure you can find the busiest place.
Apollo goes right next to the meat stick stand.
As you make your way over there, the meat stick stand is gone. It is not at the. It is no longer there.
Cool, so the space is free?
Currently, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna find the most busy thoroughfare,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast this spell.
Okay. You're
I'm
gonna.
I'm
gonna.
gonna
Okay.
create a temple. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it.
that's what I thought, maybe.
He is kind of like
As
a magic master. Like
As
he's
you cast this,
teaching you.
Ava does background music with her horn.
Apollo just takes the form of some random passerby.
Okay.
He goes into the thoroughfare, And what I'm picturing is it's just kind of like a tunnel.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make the temple basically like two big arches. So I'm not blocking any transportation. Like you're still able to walk.
So they have to pass through the
but
temple.
they have to pass through the temple in order to get continue down the thoroughfare.
Sure.
And basically, it's gonna be the most stereotypical temple that one can imagine. Okay.
Okay.
With a bunch of masks everywhere.
And
That's
LED
all-
lights.
And sure, RGB everywhere.
So it looks like a masquerade. They just
Somewhat.
okay.
I don't know how much freedom I get.
I will give you as much creative freedom as you want with this.
And
Within
when
reason.
people
If you
come
get-
in, you give them masks.
The interior is enclosed by a floor of walls and roof, granting the access to the interior and as many windows as you wish.
Yeah, I'll give you a little coolness.
Only you and any creatures you designate when you cast a spell can open or close the door. Okay. The temple's interior is an open space with an idol or altar at the end. You decide whether the temple is illuminated or whether or not that illumination is bright light, dim light, blah, blah, blah. Smelling burning incense. Okay, so I'm kind of picturing the many-face god from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Very esque, just pillars
Yeah.
with different faces on them.
Yeah.
But they are
Creepy.
they are masks. They're not actual like human faces.
Yeah.
But they are masks. And then it's very kind of mirror-esque. So like there is definitely optical illusions that are played. There's like different when you're walking through and you're seeing mirrors, you're seeing things behind you, and when you turn they're not there, kind of like
Okay.
that you're always being watched in this place.
Yeah.
Oh, can I add one thing, like a
Sure.
idea?
Go for
Like
it.
instead of stained glass windows, think of like broken mirrors creating
Yeah.
an image, and it's
Yeah.
like the story
How
of
would they do
the
like the cracked
Italian,
glass stuff?
and also like the mask kind of the motif through it.
That's pretty dope.
And on the center, very much how there's a circle and it's a mirror, it's a giant mirror that has been broken and cracked so that all the different like chips will give different reflections and give different
Yeah.
kind of break things up. And I haven't come up with a name yet, so we'll just leave it at that.
That's fine. And as you cast this, at first people are freaked. This tunnel basically just materialized inside of the tunnel that is filled with color and costume pieces and glass. And you see people that are inside are immediately kind of sensory overload for a second as they were not expecting this to happen.
It's not so much like RGB lights, just think more like
Yeah.
Subtle, like
dull, like flashing and
Like-
glowing of lights.
Right. It's
It's
just
feeling like-
yeah, so like it's going from like this bright glass
Right.
walkway to suddenly now this thing just shows up.
Right.
And you can see people standing on the outside that like gasp and cry out and look at it, but then slowly begin to like look around. Ooh, and you go, what is this? Is this some kind of carnival? Is there an event going on? I didn't hear about anything. Is this a shop? Is there a shopkeeper? And you keep like looking around. These people start to look around. And you see as a group of workers kind of look around and go, oh, these are interesting. And you see they take one of the these like physical masks.
Yeah.
See they take one of the masks off the wall and just kind of like, look at this one. What happens when they put a mask up?
Nothing. It's just a standard mask.
Why over there? Just
There are my
Yes.
slaves now. I control
Oh,
all
that
of them.
explains.
And you see as they look in the mirrors. Does anything happen when they look in the mirrors?
Who's
oh.
Apollo will cast what is it? Sending the short range one.
A
Or
message.
Message? Yeah.
Message.
I'm gonna give you freedom for this.
When he'll cast message while the guy's looking in the mirror, and he will just give a very like whisper like, "I'm watching you."
The guy drops the mask immediately and jumps back with a yelp and kind of like looks around and just, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And you see his friend goes, hear what? He goes, this is freaky. This is some kind of horror attraction. Come on, let's go. And you see,
Apollo will walk in, still dressed as the
Yeah.
guise of a random guy, and when he puts the mask on, he'll just like kind of leave it on for a second, and then when he takes it off, it's just a completely different face, and he kind of like starts to, and he puts a different one on, and it keeps switching faces,
okay.
just to kind of like draw curiosity to it, and then I'll just kind of hang out there for a little bit until the group wants to leave.
Okay.
We'll go back.
This quickly draws the attention of a lot of different people.
Everywhere I go.
And as people arrive and they're looking at this, a lot of them are asking for like, well, who's the shopkeeper? They want to buy some of these masks. What message do you try to tell the masses that come through these halls?
You're not beholden to one identity. You can be whoever you want to be, pretty much.
Okay.
Start simple. Just get people intrigued, and then the more the word spreads around.
So you focus on the sense of identity.
Right.
Okay.
My seventh level spell for the day. Back to the ship.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone else wishes to accomplish or do?
Right now?
I was just right now, just this morning, while you guys
Yeah.
are here in Freeload. As you're watching Apollo do this. How long does the spell last for? An hour?
24 hours.
I think
24
I would
hours,
just kind of stay near the temple with Apollo, and try and also just kind of fuck with people in the temple.
It's very much,
What
you
do
don't
you
have
do?
to be who you want to be, but it's also kind of just like trickery, like play
Yeah.
little pranks.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you do in this temple?
Like when someone wears a mask and they're looking in a mirror and then they take it off, I will at the same as they're taking it off, minor illusion the same mask, so they think that it's still on there, it's just stuck, and they can't take it off because it's illusionary.
Yeah. Okay. The word begins to spread about, and you see
They're
people
just
coming in.
harmful little pranks.
You see people coming in, and as they're talking to one another, like, you hear the whispers that people think that this is like a carnival attraction. Like a horror fun house. All this random shit keeps happening with these creepy ass masks. As people coming in to see what they end up looking like, the voices that they're hearing, the things they see in the glass, and get a lot of people talking about this new carnival thing. So, Wade, Ava, and Vagus, what are you guys doing? Well, Paulo and you are,
Causing mayhem.
yeah, causing mayhem in the streets.
I'm gonna see if I can find where our meat stick shop went.
Oh yeah, I tell the
Priorities.
group before I leave, I'll
Yeah.
cast telepathic bond,
Sure.
and then when we get there, oh, the meat stick shop's gone.
What?
I don't know where'd it go.
Didn't they move to a restaurant? Look,
Did they get a bigger spot?
They were working on
They were
something.
working on something. Yeah.
I go to where it was. Is there any like note like, hey, we moved here?
No.
Oh, I don't know where they
Could
went.
have a random passerby. Do you know where the meat went?
Where'd the meat?
Where did the meat go?
Okay.
Pick someone up.
Oh, hi.
Do you know where the meat went?
They kind of look at you a little wide-eyed as this giant lizard man just picked them up in the center of this temple of masks. They moved. They got a physical location.
Where?
Also, they give you directions to this new location.
I will put him down, give him a gentle pat, and walk off.
Thank you.
Treat.
Sorry, I gotta head over to the meat sticks. Okay,
Yeah.
who's going with Vagus to go see the new meat stick place?
Wade would be checking out the temple for a bit.
Apollo will just sit there and keep playing pranks on people as they go by.
I would also add I cast invisibility on myself,
Okay.
and
That's a good one.
yeah, and I'm gonna start walking around. When they put on the mask, they're gonna start feeling like hands on their shoulders.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start bringing masks around, and then like putting them on people. Like the mask is choosing people. I'm gonna start moving them around. I'm gonna have yours help me with this too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yours is for this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we're like moving masks around, putting them on people, and then if they try to take it off, we like kind of keep a little pressure on it, so it's hard to take off at first, and then let it.
You're a dick. Okay. I love
Do
it.
do I see anybody affluential kind of walk in, or anyone that looks a little bit more pompous?
Not pompous, but I would say this is gathering a lot of attention. You do see some people appear to be not pompous, but maybe wealthier, maybe more influential people in the city.
Okay, never mind. I don't want That might be too far. We'll let it go.
Yeah.
Is there? There's not like an adventurers guild in Freeloy, is
No.
there? That's what I thought. Yeah.
It's only an Aldir.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, these are mainly inventors, not adventurers per
Yeah.
se. Okay, so wait, where are you going? So some are going to the. Are you going to the meat stick shop?
Yeah, I would enjoy the temple as long as the company is there. And then-
Okay. Ava, where are you going? Are you staying to fuck around in the masked temple, or are you gonna go to the meat stick shop?
I don't know. Probably the temple.
You're staying in the temple? Okay.
I just want to see the new location.
Baggage. Go find our meat, buddy.
It's right here.
Yeah,
It was the meat that you made along the way.
It's the meat you made along the way.
sometimes the friends is
God damn it. Okay. So, as you make your...
Lord.
What? As you make your way through the city with the directions that were given to you, you...
Boy.
Sorry, a little section for this shop.
I can't even read it.
Okay. As you make your way through the city with the directions, you end up in an area of Freeloy that you have never really been in before. You've kind of kept your travels to one section of the city, just the main walkway and then some of the lower levels, but not like this actual like city center. And as you begin to make your way across these manufactured halls, as the Freeloy itself, the actual rock that was built on is rather small. Everything else has been constructed on top of it in this weird kind of honeycomb design. You end up passing a series of open air tunnels that you can see just drop out into the end of the sky, where all these ships are able to pass. Smaller vessels are able to pass in and out. And you make your way to a very... It doesn't look terribly safe, but at first you just see this narrow stretch of rock that forms this kind of bridge. It's about 20 feet across. It's not super small, but in comparison to the size of everything else, that then slopes up into a metal walkway that is covered in glass all the way around, where you can see more structure about 40 feet above, and it's just empty all around. And when you get to the top, you see just a food row, a series of small restaurants, and it smells amazing. Almost every culture or food style is represented in this location.
Oh my God.
You see there are some small stands, that, like much smaller than the meat stick stands, that are set up doing just like kind of street food style things, kind of little hot dogs or yaki yakisoba, things like that.
Hot dogs.
But then you see like more like actual solid stores. And as you begin to make your way through, what catches your attention, Vegas, is the first thing that you see is what looks to be a wooden sign, a large blue ball that is nailed up to the wall. And you can see that this ball has like closed eyes and a very content little smile, with just these 3 meat sticks that are kind of look like they're meant to be like sitting, like either coming out of it or sitting next to it, kind of off to the side. And you see next to it is a cloth banner with a bit shaky handwriting. It doesn't look like the sign has been completed, but painted across this canvas, you and the crew's meat sticks.
Oh.
You and the cruise.
Wow.
I shed a very stoic tear.
Unflinching.
I will buy 10 gold worth as we do.
Okay. I'll say, as you walk up to the store, you can see that all the doors are currently open. It looks like these are like wooden shutters that close. They're all currently open to the public. The familiar, wonderful smell is coming out. And you can see that there are about 6 small, cramped tables that take up the front part of this store. And near the back, you can see, it almost looks like a ramen shop is what I have in my mind. And there's like a little bit of a bar with 4
that's
bar
pretty cool.
stools. And you can see the familiar Yanti family that is currently working the front counter. And you can see what looks to be the daughter that is currently at the register handling the money, calling back orders to the 3 in the back. And you see she kind of perks up when she sees you kind of standing. And you see she kind of gives you a little wave. And she looks back, and you can't quite hear her, but even you're not, and also you wouldn't be able to understand the language that she's saying. But after a few moments, she calls to someone that probably further back in the kitchen. After a few moments, you see a small old elf gnome gentleman come out as you recognize Pops.
Pops.
Oh.
And you see he's wearing like suit pants and a white shirt that's tucked in, but it's been like kind of pulled out and loose. And you see there's like some stains, like not like food stains, but like kind of just grease stains like across one part of the shoulder, and the sleeves have been kind of pulled up a little bit. He sees you and just and he kind of like tries to push the little floof of his side, because the whole top of his head is bald, but he like pushes down the little hair that remains on the side, and he walks up and he goes, "Oh, Mr. Vargas,
Ops, I expected you to be at the black market.
oh well, I'm after hours, of course, but I wanted to assist with Jiki as part of this grand opening. I'm happy that you were able to make it. I'll admit, going to send word when we have a little bit more things set up, but is you with you?
He's preoccupied at the moment. He's here though.
For the restaurant.
Oh, of course. Well, I want you and the rest of him to know I would like to talk business with him at some point when he has a moment. There is some funds that we need to exchange, but I am hoping that he likes the name.
I'm sure he's going to love it. Do you have time for an order?
For you, my large friend, always.
I will put down 10 gold on the counter and whatever this will get me.
And you see he turns and you see he starts speaking to the young girl at the bar in that or behind the counter in that language that I don't think you understand. But you see she kind of nods. I'll say for any to speak it. Basically, the language of the Yanti is what they're speaking. And he goes back. Fossil tongue. And they get you an order. It is, and as it's handed to you, you can see that it's not well made. You can see they're still trying to figure out what kind of style they want to go for. But it's given on like that same lollipop tree that you had that last time, except you can see it's been painted blue.
Cool.
Oh.
It's the little things.
Yeah, and he sees he gives it to you. He goes, we are still working out some kinks with the design, but we hope to have a real strong brand.
It looks fantastic. Keep up with the blue.
I think it looks quite nice against the mahogany.
I will eat an entire stick and just walk off. The whole stick.
Yeah.
Bamboo pole and all.
Yep.
Fiber.
Alright.
Apollo would like one last thing to have included in the temple
Yeah.
is a donation. Kind of like a tie, the collection plate, if you will, in
Okay.
this temple. For those that
Donations here.
who have enjoyed the temple and just enjoy like the pop-up-esque atmosphere of it,
Okay.
can donate gold and or silver and or any other things that they might want to give.
Sure.
But we're kind of fucking broke.
Ah, that's also true.
Okay.
So he'll just pop that up there, and then he will message. Who do we know that's still here? Who's still here? Nini's still
Other
here.
than, yeah, Nini,
If we take the dead end, will she come with us, you think?
I think she would come, yeah. If we
Who's here
want.
permanently, aside from Toby?
Why are we? Should we take the dead end?
Typhon.
We're going to Dendar.
No, we don't have to go to Den. I wanted to go to Dendar to do the temple, but then I realized it only lasts 24 hours, so I can just do it wherever we're at for the day.
No.
But you still wanted to go to Dendar, though.
Nope, that was the whole reason why I wanted to go to Dendar, was to create the
No,
temple.
you.
Oh, you. Well,
Ooh.
I think it was more of a if I
we
was
end up
going,
might
we
as
could
well.
go and knock some things out, but I don't think it's a pressing matter.
They have the wolves here, but they're not gonna stay
Yeah,
for.
just have one of your. I'll tell. Have some from your family come and pick up whatever's left in the donation plate at the end of the day.
Oh,
Sure.
sure.
Just hold on to it. We'll come back and get it from time to time.
Okay. Sure. I guess I'll go.
I can message someone to do it.
I'll put an entire meat stick in the
And my mom actually.
an offering.
Okay.
Varun.
I'll do the thing that I normally do.
What are we? Oh, go ahead.
I'll patch Wade to his mother and ask him to send someone to. Go ahead.
Is there any other conversation you wish to have with her while you're here?
You're patched in. 25 words.
25 words.
Operator, you're connected.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just plug in. You have ones labeled each one. Ah, this is Rune. This is.
That's
There's one
tier.
attached to me.
See a Sharpie crossed out that says Ravania. Now it says Katie question
Talking
mark.
about baggage. How is he?
Oh shit.
Say Pakistan.
Said he's been talking to Baggins. I want to know how he
Like-
is.
Hey mom.
That's what we're
If
done.
you and the Wolves Ear would like to check out Apollo's new temple, it would be awesome. And can you pick up donations, please? Skibbity doop up.
And she, you hear a response back quickly. She goes, oh, wait, it is good to hear from you.
She hasn't heard from you in like weeks, and you're like,
Hey, Mom.
hey, go check out this new temple.
Hey,
Can you pick up the money there too at the end of the day?
Can you come to my friend's art show? Sit down.
Here on our show.
He's selling T-shirts. I think.
Depends.
I don't know.
I don't
And
know.
Can you do your laundry that's been sitting there for a week?
she responds, I hope that you are well and able to visit when you are back.
You should probably go see your parents.
Yes. Yes, we can do that. Be safe.
Do you want to go see your parents now?
Go see Pops.
Oh, you go
He's
see
got
your
Yeah.
money for
parents.
you.
I should probably go see my parents.
I run. Where is he?
He's at the grand opening of the new shop. I will give him directions. And a meat stick. I
Did
just
everyone
count.
already go?
I went.
He's going to talk to his parents.
Yeah, I'll be
I've been
back.
at the
You guys
temple.
enjoy your food. I'll be back.
Ava's, I think, also been at the temple. Vagus went to go get meat.
Well,
We have telepathic
we're
bond.
both gonna go then.
I'll go get more meat.
Yep. We're gonna book it to the opening.
Okay. I'll say you can go back and watch the recording for the full description. But as you walk up, you basically come onto this like food row.
Okay.
Wonderful
It's like a
smells,
food
smells
court
great.
at the mall.
Yeah. Yeah, except
Like a ramen shop.
long way, except instead of a court. And as you walk through this area, you see a blue circular sign that looks to be a blue ball with these happy eyes and a very content smile and 3 meat sticks kind of coming off of the side of it like it's being held on.
Yes.
And you see on a
dropping off
cloth banner, you and the crew's meat sticks.
You and the crew!
You and the crow. That's the commercial.
Right there.
Where's Pops?
Yeah. And I would say as you approach, that's where we're going to break.
Okay.
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 Um,
All right.
Because I think we're having some battery issues. So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna get some water. We're gonna swap out batteries. We're gonna probably use the bathroom, and we'll be right back to for next section of a little catch-up sessions here. So
Goodbye.
thanks everyone. We'll be right back.
Bye,
Be
bye.
right
BRB.
back.
Bye bye.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi, friends.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello. You return.
The hot mess.
Excuse me.
Alright.
So. Fuck.
You okay?
I really had a hiccup as soon as I started talking.
Oh,
This is
no.
great.
So you $20 if you can hit them again.
How does that work?
Because you think about it.
Yeah.
Hiccups only catch you off guard. Hiccup.
So, as you and Vagus, as Vagus makes goes all the way to the shop, comes back, gets you, goes back again. You see down this like food alley, a sign with a blue circle, this logo of this blue slime ball with the 3 meat sticks, and on a canvas written out, kind of strung up as a temporary placeholder, you and the crew's meat sticks. You see kind of a ramen shop style setup with 6 tables out in the front of this building with like wooden shutters that are currently open and a bar set up at the back, and you can see the Yanti family working the counter, and you can see the daughter currently working the register. And as soon as you walk up, you see she looks up again, sees you, and says something over her shoulder, and a few seconds later, you see as Pops comes out, this time drying off his hands with a towel, sees the both of you and goes, that was much faster than I thought.
We're back. Hello.
That's what she said.
Hello, you. I'm glad that you were able to make this journey.
How's it just going?
Fraction.
Things are.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Sorry, I did this not my throat.
Okay, great.
Things are going very well. This has been a fantastic success, and I'm proud to say good return on your investment. Not as profitable I would have liked for our first quarter, but it's to be expected in the restaurant business. We'll have things more established and be able to return your investment back. I hope sooner rather than later.
Forever.
But I would at the very least, you see he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a little bag. It is not much, but like I said, I do hope to make good on your investment. And he hands you a pouch.
Thank you.
As you open it, there is 50 platinum pieces.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
God damn!
Which is 500
God
gold.
500.
It's 500 gold worth of platinum pieces, which I think is 50.
It's
Yeah.
50, yeah.
Yeah, 50 platinum.
Holy fuck.
Well, this is much better than I expected for the first quarter.
Me as well. I do hope that we can do better, but it is a good start.
Okay.
Just so you know,
What
they
did
are
I
starting to
what
form
did I
a unit.
try to read? I'll take 10 platinum pieces, even 40 in the bag. Put this back to the business.
He takes it, he puts it into another pouch on his side. A very good business practice indeed. I will see to it
Learn
that the upgrades are made. G-
Yeah.
GK will be very pleased to see that you are much as interested into the business as he is.
So they're starting to form a union, eh? We'll see about that, eh?
Yoda. And he kind of points to the family behind the bar.
He said, Jekyll?
Jiki.
Cheeky.
Yeah.
Chicky.
Yeah, looks for a
Yeah.
second. Master, do you know the names of the family members?
I believed in the product and the business.
I don't receive them. Don't lie, kid.
I didn't need to know the means, I
Don't
just
lie,
believed in
kid.
the product.
You say it, kid. Money is the only thing that matters.
Snake 1, Snake 2,
Mark.
Snake 3.
With that platinum, I believe we should, for everyone that comes and visits, I believe name tags should be in order for the employee. Part of like a uniform. I think it makes it look like a solid front for everyone.
Uniform.
Oh!
It's with a Y.
Ah, perfect. I like it. And I assume this should be, and he looks to Vagus, blue.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
I take a little bit of my hand, I put it in a jar. This color.
That is unsettling.
Crazy that
Yeah.
But I
this person just
appreciate
asked a
your
god
metal.
for business decisions.
Puts it in, actually he doesn't have blazer right on. He just puts it in that same pouch that he had to point in.
All in the
Farrell, I'll have worked on uniforms. Perhaps a nice embroidery across the front would be
That'd
professional.
be perfect. Now, what really just happened is once I become a god, Pops will have a boon.
Give Aries the boot to Pops.
Delegates.
Oh my god.
When the accountant becomes a god.
I need, like, celestial accounting. I need to be on my same
You
level.
need god level accounting is what he said.
You
No, that
create
basic.
bureaucracy.
Oh my god.
Bureaucracy.
Even red tape
bureaucracy.
exists.
Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy?
Alright, is that what you should do while you're in the meat shop?
Nope. I'll buy some meat.
Meat, okay. You were able to buy it. We've had names for these 4 people for like a few months now, and you've never asked what their names are.
Thanks for the meat, Cheeky.
Did you talk to the girl behind the counter?
I look at the one whoever Pops pointed to.
Okay, I would say you could tell he was referring to the father,
Yep.
the one you first spoke to.
Yep.
Yeah, looks. Thank you, you. I don't know why I did that accent. Thank you, you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
You.
Keep up the good work, family. And leave with them 6.
Okay. Do you buy like a shit ton again, or is it just like, okay, it comes up in that same lollipop tree.
Yep.
As you see, it's now blue. Okay, what are the rest of you doing while this is happening?
Wade's gonna go talk to his family.
Okay. So you're gonna find some transport. Does anybody go with Wade?
I'll go with Wade.
Find some transport.
Okay, I'll say that's easy enough. Ava, what are you doing? As it appears everyone's currently leaving the temple.
I think I'll also leave the temple, but go back to the ship. There's some things I might want to do.
Okay. We'll come back to Ava then. We'll start with Wade and Apollo. So as you make your way through the city, it's easy enough for you guys to find some transport. And you take a small shuttle out to the Wolf's Ear, where you can see the retrofit is still ongoing.
Yeah.
And without issue, you're able to arrive. And you can see that there's some lookouts that are on the ship, and they see you approach. And after a few moments, you see Rune step out onto the deck. And she kind of puts her hands behind her back as you approach, as the little shuttle kind of pulls up to the deck and waits there. And she kind of just looks at you.
Hey, Mom.
I'm going to ask for permission to come aboard.
What did she say?
I'm going to ask for permission to come aboard.
Can I come on the ship?
I sorry, I haven't did the. Permission to board.
Permission granted. And as you step on, she grabs you and pulls you into a hug.
I hug her back.
Permission to come on the ship? No.
So you have an interesting way. She lets go of you. And she turns. She gives you have a hug as
Remember
well.
Apollo?
Apollo.
Oh.
It was good to see you both back on the ship. She still
Paul
does.
blushes as much as a red tea blush.
Yeah, a little bit of purple. She doesn't seem to acknowledge like how like uncomfortable that made you. To her, it's such like a natural reaction. But she turns to you. You have a way of simply disappearing and reappearing in the strangest of ways. First pulling us out of the realm of the god, and then bringing your uncle into a mob firing squad. Interesting take. How are you?
Busy.
Does this mean you're going to be gallivanting off again?
Apollo nods his head.
Very much so, sadly. As much as I'd like to say, but with the war going on and gods at play, unfortunately we just have to keep on moving to the next thing.
She puts a hand on the side of your face. You have and she like kind of gives you a little pat, takes your hand back. You've grown so much.
Thank you, I've done my best. But it's hard.
Definitely
He
not what I
doesn't,
expected.
he doesn't listen at all. He's just been talking about Nini this entire time. I'm just
Mimi,
Yes,
Oh my
Nini.
God.
you have come back in contact with Mimi. How is
sorry.
she?
Was I not supposed to say that?
No, that's
Oh
perfectly
no, I'm
fine.
happy to hear about you and Mimi. So
Give
now,
it to you.
so something finally happening there.
Yep.
Something
He gave her
is.
a tour of the ship.
I see.
Apollo is just giving her the.
Wow.
Interesting. So you're told nothing is happening between us, Mom. There's nothing there. She's just a friend, Mom.
We're a little more than friends now. We're picking things up, but also just trying to take care of business first before.
Oh, of course. Well, her
Explore.
mother will be very happy to hear that. I'm happy for you, Wade.
We're pretty happy about it too. It's been nice.
Is she with you?
Apollo's just.
Yeah. Just
Is she with you?
she's currently on our ship working on some advancements.
She's
trying to.
back.
Oh my god. You guys. Didn't want them to know.
I didn't realize she's back in Freehold.
Why do we care?
Why do I care?
No. That was a question to Caroline saying we didn't want them to know.
It
No,
was Nini's wishes.
Nini didn't want them to know.
Yeah, that was a
She
Chris
didn't-
slip. That was a Chris
That was a
slip.
Chris slip.
There's a Chris slip in
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, Chris slip in character. So no. No, she's not.
You guys.
We haven't seen her.
Yeah.
I love having Caroline at the
Yeah.
table full of times. I'll say something, she just goes, guys!
Yep.
I was like, oh my god, Ava, fuck, I left already. Maybe you should have told them not to mention Nini because she wanted to keep her presence a secret from the wolves here.
That's yep. So how are things on the ship?
Yeah, how are things here?
How are things here? How's Dad?
She's right. Well, send her our love, and let her know that we would be happy to see her and hope that she is well. No one's heard from
We
her.
haven't seen her in like 2 years, if I'm being on.
Yeah, just communicating
Oh my-
through sending.
Yes, you always have, and you always be a terrible liar. But that you are both adults. Just the next time that you send, just let her know that we hope that she is well.
I will.
We have not heard from her or Connor in quite some time. We are concerned.
Connor Castle?
We're still gonna go check.
I think he's there at this point.
I don't think so.
He's in a Colombian prison.
Oh no, that was like through Vex's group, but Vex is no more. And I'm pretty sure he got out. It's Connor Castle. It's fine.
It's Connor Castle. He always finds a way, both of the castles. They have survivors.
But
So are you sure I cannot convince you to stay for dinner?
Surely we can stay for dinner, Wade. It's just dinner.
we would love to stay. Let me check in with the group first. Double check.
It's fine.
Mentally. Hey, how's everyone doing?
Hey, so we're having dinner at Wade's parents' house tonight. All
Okay.
aboard the wolves here. Everybody's invited.
You two have fun. Have fun on your date with his parents.
No, everybody.
Have
this-
fun on your date with his parents.
This
I hope you
Starlight
enjoy your
Battalion.
time. I hope they serve red wine and you get to stay over.
You know, one day, I hope you die. A nice, peaceful death. You. Old age,
Just hearing this in my head, just
Yeah.
while just
not
getting
slipping
fucking-
off the side of a ship. You
Why
know,
would he slip off the side of the ship?
falling into the realm of pathos, maybe.
I'm very sticky. I can stick to the ship.
Right. It's kind of hard to stick to the ship if you're just getting launched off, you know?
Why would I
Like,
be launched off?
I don't know. I just have a bad feeling moving forward, you know?
What are you suggesting, Apollo?
I'm suggesting we need to not wax the ship as much, you know?
It may not be
No.
all of us at the dinner, but
Did something happen?
No,
Yeah,
it's just
everyone's-
coordination is.
Tell them I died.
I think Vagus just died. No, everything's fine.
we'll be here.
Well, there's always reason to celebrate. Sure, everyone could use a bit of a break with everything that's been going on. All things considered.
Sure. I think that sounds nice.
And perhaps you can get a tour of your room.
Another tour?
Wait, you're really raking in the tour.
No. Show the pass.
Call you Lance Armstrong with all these tours going on.
Well, I'm glad that was
She
raised.
says, not what I had in mind, but I'm not one to judge.
Tour de France, eh? Tour to end the sky.
All right, we'll see you tonight then.
There we go. And are you going to, like, now, I guess, moving to leave?
Yeah.
Apollo will just explain, hey, so part of my condition for my parole, I had to work on ascending to godhood. So there's a temple over in the main thoroughfare. Anyone wants to go check it out?
Your what?
My condition of my parole.
It's his.
No, after that.
Oh, ascension to godhood?
We're not told her about that either.
Why are we lying? We're not lying. Just haven't got around to it.
Well,
This is
We
all
could-
in character.
Yeah,
We could-
it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
telepathic bond.
We'll explain over dinner.
Yeah, dinner. Anyway, long story
Yes.
short,
But he does have a temple, and it would be nice if you could check
it
it out.
lasts for a day. There's a little collection plate, and if anyone wants to go grab those donations from me if we have to leave.
Yes, I
That would-
was informed of that.
Right, I just figured
Sure.
I'd ask in person and not be rude like Wade. And show up.
Oh.
Very well.
Alright, see you for dinner.
You just
As
throw
you
him
go
in
to,
the
as you
bus
guys
at
both go to
every
leave,
pop.
she reaches out and kind of touches your arm. She kind of, Fafnir, can I speak with you for a moment? Wade.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call us up. Do I stay? Should I go upstairs?
She kind of
Okay.
leads him away from you
Yeah.
a little bit. You're right, right? You're right.
Just had a bad dream. Just. But I'm honestly all right.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm your mother, and I care about you, and I know you're very capable and strong and all of the things. Have you joined a cult?
I have not joined a cult, Mom.
We're becoming a cult.
It.
He's your friend, who is very, who I know that we introduced you, and your business is your business, but apparently he thinks that he is a god and he has a temple that people are worshiping to him. Have you been indoctrinated into some sort of cult?
It's.
Drop the bomb.
Should I come in as...
Actually, I'm a god too.
There's gonna be a lot to talk about for dinner, but he's not crazy.
I'm not questioning he's crazy. Is this why you haven't come to see us?
There's.
How much we not told me?
I know,
We
right?
literally
we
told
literally
them
told
apparently
them
nothing.
Nothing. I don't think we've got. Or we just
We
really
literally
haven't
told
gotten-
them nothing.
Yeah, we haven't gotten around to it. We just always
Keep making excuses for
We
why
got
you
pushed to
don't
the
do
next
it.
day now. Yeah.
Are you well?
Well, we can explain to them during the dinner, like if it's with the two of them. You could tell them
Yeah.
that we'll explain to them when the whole group is together.
Are you well? Are you safe?
I am well and safe.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Just. Are you two?
No, not. Oh.
Way off in the distance, there's somewhere a large door, and from that door you see a tiny head just poke out and go.
No, it's.
My heart
Can we-
is set for Nini.
Can we talk at dinner?
Wade Paulo was going strong until a contender.
Stop it. All right.
Our ship isn't the only thing that's been docking here, I'm just saying.
Just so you know, I love and I accept
I'm
you
getting bored up here.
exactly as you are. You always have my support.
Thank you. We'll be back.
Weird, god, cult or not.
I promise we'll be back. We'll explain everything all together. We'll
Alright,
see you then.
I love you.
Ask your mom if I can bring anything for dinner.
Vegas is a good cook, and we'd like to know if you
If you
want
could make that soup again.
the soup.
The yi soup.
The soup.
The yi soup.
Alright.
The one where you cut off your tail and put it in there?
No, I can do that myself.
I gave her one last
Only
time.
when I get scared. I literally can't get scared.
Are you muted if you're
I'm immune to beef, right?
What if you make yourself? Can you scare yourself?
Let's pull the mirror.
Try to intimidate
I
yourself.
die right there.
Creates an endless loop.
So, you guys, now with having some dinner plans set up for the first time in a while, have a date yourselves. What do you guys wish to do?
There was something Eva wanted to do on the ship by herself.
Right. So as this is all happening, Ava, we come back to you on the den end. What are you doing right now?
Secret.
I try to go to a corner of the ship, probably where we sleep, that will be unbusy.
Okay.
And I think even though we had that Ravanya dream, didn't Ava have a dream about flying as a sapphire dragon and then hearing the voice of Vasuki still in her head at the end of last episode?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay. So she's like pretty happy with how things are going. She's feeling good about the deal with Ravanya. Like she doesn't think that she'll need to try and fuck over Ravanya. So, you know, we're on the path. But there's the anxiety within that's like,
You fucker, what the fuck are you still doing in there? It's getting so much more complicated.
Oh, did we lose her?
Oh,
Uh-oh. Hold on.
She freezes.
Oh, no. Did we lose Caroline?
I know, what's going on?
Oh,
I'm not
we
hear you.
hear you. There you go. They were.
Am I back?
Yep, you're back. All right.
You're back.
Sorry, can you repeat what you just said?
Sorry. I don't know what happened. Okay,
Wi-Fi.
so basically just
Everything is so complicated right now. I need some answers here.
so I'm gonna set up a scrying ritual.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to scry on the big tree, basically. And I think Ava wants to essentially kind of, I don't know how else to say it, feel its vibe.
Yeah.
Like, is it...
Vibe check the tree.
Yeah, I want to check the tree. Is it like being in danger right now? Is it wilting at all? Like, if this is the Kikimore, then isn't this what the gods are trying to? Is it
I will
trying to
say,
destroy?
I will say, instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location you have seen before as the target of the spell. You have seen this tree in visions, but not the actual location of like where it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you'd be able to scry on this location because you've never seen it before. I mean, you could do it really cool if you still want to try to roll for it.
Yes. Oh. You're ready.
I wonder if it'd be easier to then scry on Snugu.
Huh?
To then understand what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a better way to do it.
Okay.
Amazing. Tyler.
I,
thank you.
I think I'll then scry on Snugu and see if I get any answers from that.
okay.
The other way I'm thinking about doing it is I also packed Find the Path. And if I were to cast Find the Path first and basically directly see where the tree is, the direction it's in.
You do need something from the place. We'll find it.
I
Oh,
think
do
so
you?
too. And it's like also like a money, there's like, I think a money cost as well. There's like a gold value or something.
But-
It basically just you need to have something from the place.
I think,
Staff?
but isn't the place my home? It's there. Like
Isn't
isn't
Staff from Snugu?
yeah, like I'm guessing trying to figure that out. I'm trying to parse that together. Is it basically from the cave? It's basically somewhere hidden in the caves where Ava's from.
Maybe that's where Staff is from?
You just never
Yeah, my
seen this
snap-
location specifically. You didn't even know
Yeah.
this thing existed.
I looked up my staff.
Are you from the tree?
Because I
I
remember getting some kind of energy. That's how I was able. It was from.
She got a vibe off of you, not the other way around.
So you got a vibe off your hand.
Well, it was like Snugu. Because I remember asking her about Snugu. Who that was.
She asked you about Sugo.
Yeah, Snugu has the tree energy in her.
That's
Okay,
right.
then it's probably easier to just
Oh,
scry on Snugu.
my hand.
You're not there though.
Fuck.
None of you were there.
Sorry.
Okay, so you're gonna try Scrown Snugu?
Yeah. It's I'm familiar with her. I don't think I have like a body part or a lock of hair from her, but a possession, I'm assuming perhaps she's given me something from my apprenticeship under her. Like I think my, for example, herbalist kit is from her.
Oh, excuse me. I would say that's fair. I'll say give it up to you. You would, if you would have kept anything like that or had anything like that on your person, I would say that's
Yeah.
easy enough for you to have still
So
have.
I would, if she does the saving throw, I would say it's the -5 for familiar, you know the target
Yeah.
well, and then -4 for like having a possession of hers that she's passed on to me.
Okay. Her bonuses don't matter because she rolled a 3 -5.
Oh,
So, yeah, she's
okay.
not, your DC is like 17, right?
it's 18.
18, yeah, she's not making that DC. So as you can go ahead and scry, you find your vision being pulled. You're trying to look upon Snugu.
Yes.
Your vision is pulled, and like your other visions of your family and this things you've seen in this tree before, it's a little bit wobbly. And as you feel your vision getting pulled and ripped through space and time, it settles upon a dark cave, and you see an ancient kobold wearing a mossy cloak, hunched over and slowly shuffling along with this familiar large beautiful staff that you've seen her carry throughout your entire life in your apprenticeship. And you see that she has another kobold running alongside her. And you see as the kobold is looks like he's trying to engage and speak. Sure. Speak with her, and she's giving these kind of snippy answers. You see this new young kobold. Master Snugu, when should we expect the Dragon Lord to return? You see.
Can you say that one more time? It kind of cut off.
Master Snugu, when do we expect the Dragon Lord to return?
Okay.
And you see a Snugu. The Dragon Lord will return when he sees fit. And what if he doesn't? It has been so long. Patience. Even if the Guardian does not return, the mountain will provide. We serve the great dragon and the powers of this mountain and the land we stand upon. Have patience and continue your studies. And run along.
Ava gives the biggest eye roll, even though she's not there in person. She's like, it's all rushing back to her. She hates this kind of talk. Like,
Yep.
patience, wait for things. You have to serve. She's like, eye rolling so hard through the
Barf.
scry.
And as the little kobold runs off, and it's just Snugu now walking alone on the path, and you continue to watch her. So much potential, and not even a fraction of what Ava possessed. Oh, child, I hope that you are well. And that our Lord Vasuki returns, or his... and perhaps his new heir shall return instead.
Ava just takes it in. Is Snugu going towards anything, or is she just in a cave by herself now?
She continues to walk. Are you going to continue watching her for the full 10 minutes?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know where she is. You've never seen these tunnels before. But you see at one point she stops and glances around, seemingly in this completely nondescript section of tunnel. And you see she puts a hand up and traces a line along the wall. The nail you can see digging into the stone, but it doesn't make any sound. And suddenly you see a familiar colored portal open up in front of her. You don't get the sense that she is the one doing this, but almost as if something is inviting her. And you see as this portal opens, you see just this golden glow emanate from the portal. And you just see the very edge of a branch. And you see as Snugu just takes a moment and looks upon of what you can see of this tree through this portal. This familiar doorway that you have opened countless before, but from what you can see, she did not actually open it, but something has opened it for her upon her request. You see as she looks. We must continue our vigil for when the time is right. And you see as she steps through this portal and the doorway closes behind her, and that's where your vision ends.
What the fuck, Snugu? That didn't give me jack information. Jack shit. When the time is right for what? Why is she so vague all the time?
Be more precise.
I need concise directions. This sucks. What's a 5th level spell? Goddamn.
Snugu, where do I need to go? Follow the stars until your heart tells you to stop. But like, if I was to turn left and right, which way would I go?
Would you
Bill,
die?
that's very reminiscent of your entire childhood was that conversation.
Okay. So Ava now knows Snugu was hiding something from her. But I still have one more thing I want to do. I'm going to now do a divination ritual.
Okay.
And the divination ritual is going to be kind of, I'm actually going to draw upon the power of Pisces here to do the divination ritual.
Ooh,
rather
okay.
than myself. And basically call upon Pisces.
Okay.
And I'm kind of... Ava's thoughts right now is like... It's kind of human folly to think you can stop the cycles of nature. Like, as a druid, that just never ends well. But at the same time, she's like, yeah, I don't want everything to be destroyed to create a new cycle just because the gods are feeling, like, threatened? Or, like, basically, it's kind of, is there a way to convince the gods to not start the cycle again? Because it's gonna create the response of them needing to be torn asunder again and perhaps die. And Ava doesn't want them to fully die. So to put that into a divination question that's yes or no, and is in the next 7 days.
Okay.
I'm
So
not
are you
entirely
using this to try to channel Pisces?
Yeah. I
That's
want to kind of
interesting.
get her opinion on it because she's someone who manifests reality from vision.
Yeah.
And she's actually not really connected to elements.
That's interesting. Love that. Okay, so I will say with this, between using the power of a divination and specifically calling upon Pisces, you feel your vision getting pulled. and you find yourself in a very familiar space of water. You really find yourself floating, still able to breathe in this dark but clear water. And you see this massive shape kind of suspended in the water in front of you. Her back currently turned, but as you appear, you see Pisces turns her head, her hair kind of flowing out behind her, and she turns and her eyes widen as she sees you. As you recognize where you first met Pisces, when you were first sent here by Kutoa. And she turns to you. Ava. Fascinating.
Pisces.
I forgive me, I do not know. How are you here?
Well, I'm still like your champion, I think.
You are.
You know, I still believe in what you stand for.
She begins to move towards you, and you can see the closer she gets, the smaller she actually becomes, until she is before you and the size of would be a still slightly tall but human-sized woman. Definitely less intimidating than the usual Titan form that she has. But she looks at you and, you are still my champion, although I believe you have ascended to something far greater than that, and to know power of my own. You have done so well with these gifts that have been bestowed upon you, although I fear of what your trust will bring, mainly upon yourself. Did you wish to speak with me?
If I can.
Maybe you're the right person to talk with about this, because I think sometimes my party doesn't quite understand where I'm coming from. And I think you're right in calling out Ravanya or Katie, but also I do believe that she's on the better path now too. It's complicated. You know, you gotta support. It's kind of like when they say in Alcoholics Anonymous, you gotta like keep community support to, you know, she's like on day 5 of not being a villain. You gotta keep positive reinforcement. But my point is, I understand we're coming into this new pantheon, and it's, the way I understand it is it's an evolution of ideas, and it's almost like a complexity of the mortal condition and how our ideas have shaped our world. To me, it feels natural. This is the next step. Change is necessary always. But I guess Ravanya's plan of just shooting down the old gods as they come through the Great Rift and trying to get rid of them, that's not... Yeah, we can do that, but it's not really a sustainable solution. Like, what, we have to prepare for when they reform again in a millennia? And they're angrier and more pissed off?
Ava.
I think there needs to be a way to... I don't know. Coexist. But like Ravanya was saying, that they're just forces. They don't have the sort of thinking. But that's not true, because Kieran talked to me. And I know Kieran can, I don't know, think for themselves. You know, it's not just Kieran's like some kind of, mindless force of nature. I don't know what I'm trying to get at, but this whole thing, like, I don't know. I want them to know that if they continue on this path, then it's like we have no choice but to tear them asunder so they can't hurt this world. But I don't want to tear them asunder. I don't want to be the God Eater to the prophecy necessarily. I mean, I'll eat them if I have to.
I understand your plight. It is one that I feel as well. Tell me, Ava, who told you about this cycle? That
Stars!
the stars did. But who told you, put words to telling you that the gods were some that had to come through? That they were here to start a cycle again?
Oh, Katie? Right?
It is a story that Ravana tells, yes. I am unsure if I believe it. It is difficult to say. She is, I believe, older than I am. Older than my Kurutoas have been dreaming for safety. She was, I believe, Ravanya before she dreamt. But I question if what she speaks is truth. If the gods really are coming because they simply desire to, or because of what she is doing.
Like the war, or like the infecting people with mind control and like corrupting things?
Her ascension.
Right. But now we're all ascending.
Yes. But I wonder if the gods are coming and she is causing this new pantheon, finding this new pantheon to combat the ascension. Or the old gods are returning because of her ascension.
Wait, say that one more time. I just cut off in the middle.
I do not know if she is creating this pantheon because the gods are coming, or are the gods coming because of her ascension.
I see. But as I understand it, she was starting to ascend like centuries ago. And as I understand it, the what are they called? The Armidia? Is that the name of the land?
Yep.
Torah field.
Okay, the field, they fought, those gods already fought the endless sky gods before and were able to kill one until they had to be reformed.
Yes.
And she, as I understand it, comes from Armidia?
Yes.
I think Katie's told me some of her history and stuff.
That's my understanding.
I don't think it's crazy for her to feel like, yeah, the endless sky gods are gonna be pissed at her and pissed at this.
Ravanya, when
I
she
mean-
was immortal, from the dreams I have glimpsed, and from some of those that knew her, again, those that I am able to glimpse, my sight is not as extensive as hers. But she was a woman of terrible, terrible ambition, who craved power above all else, and was willing to destroy her own world in order to get it.
God.
And because of this ambition, her world was destroyed and came here to what it is today. She put the pieces in motion to destroy everything in her quest for power, to put herself on this path that we are on today.
Yeah, so she's definitely made some big boo-boos. But now she's a woman who's worried about the relationship with her daughter and has given away the boon that made her crazy.
Maybe.
And I'm not saying to ignore everything, because don't worry, we got people at our party who that is front and center of their mind. Looking at you, Apollo, in my divination.
Listen.
But what you're not there. But what I question, Ava, we approach this as how are we going to fight these gods? How are we going to close this great rift? Well, my question is, if Ravania were to disappear and we were to stop this ascension, to end this pantheon that threatens the gods so, would they need to come? Perhaps Ravania is the greatest threat to the endless sky, not its savior.
That's a valuable question. And I think she already knows the answer, or else she wouldn't be basically making deals with me and Vagus to not hurt her. I think you're right, but we have to work with what we've got, and what we've got is we're already on this path. It would take destroying all the boons. Giving it up.
Indeed.
I don't know how it would happen to you. Like literally you in front of me, Pisces, not you, why you? But I also wouldn't have what happened to you. Why you?
I understand. Ava, if I told you that you would have to give up all of this power that you have gained, that you would have to sacrifice yourself and vanish to save the fate of this world, would you do it?
God, no.
That's the only way.
Do you think Ravania would?
God,
I don't know.
She is someone that will sacrifice anything and everything to get what she wants.
But our once, I think, I'm not disagreeing, but also, our wants change as we change.
Perhaps. We are presented with an opportunity. If we find that we cannot trust Ravania, I feel confident in the confines of my realm. And she makes a hand motion. It is not physical space, but is the dream that I share with my people. I am confident to a point that she cannot see me here. But this individual that you spoke of, this heiress, she cannot see him, does not know of him, which means he is the perfect ally to help you destroy Ravania.
Well, great. Two of our party just made it.
Not there.
Telepathic.
What do you know about the tree, Pisces?
I do not know much, I'm afraid. Ravani spoke about this tree in parts, but the most I've heard about it was from you today. I do know the story of the Kukumare, the connection that it has to everything here. I am sorry, I do not have the answers you seek about your tree.
Okay. I'll think about it. I don't know if I think that's the right path.
She just gives you
But
a slow nod.
But thank you for being honest with me. I will keep it at your confidence.
I know you will.
Thank you.
Ava. One thing that you should know. You are on a path that will make you very powerful. But the most important thing that you will find is not the power that you claim for yourself, but how you use it to protect those that worship you. Those that worship give something of themselves to you to be used. It is parts of their souls that will give you strength, their hopes, their wishes, their desires. It is the most powerful thing in creation. And what you do with that. Truly reflect on what kind of goddess you wish to be and what you will represent.
Right. But just being like an all-powerful dragon because I want to be powerful might not be the right call, is what I'm hearing.
You can absolutely be an all-powerful dragon. But that kind of power requires a sacrifice from your people. What will you do with that sacrifice? There will be those that will give their love, their souls upon death, perhaps their mortal lives as they fight for your causes, or give their life to your charities. Nothing is free. And what will you do with that?
Interesting. I'm gonna need to have a journaling session after this. I think I'm discovering I'm a commitment phobe.
I suppose fortunately, that choice was made for me upon my creation. I was created to fulfill a desire, and I will continue to honor that. And you have a choice, which is much more difficult. I trust in your judgment.
Thank you. I appreciate that because, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, but I will keep doing it. The stars have been on my side for this long, and I think it's time to keep following them.
Very well.
I don't know what I will be, but this has been helpful conversation.
I'm here to provide counsel. For as long as you need.
I give her watery thigh a hug. And then let myself disappear.
And as you leave that realm, and you find yourself
Well, let me be
back
clear.
at the dead end.
I did not have watery relations. No.
But that wet
So-
eye.
What are the rest of you doing during this time?
With that person.
I guess heading back to
We'd probably be rejoining the group after a bit.
Okay.
Get
yeah.
the ingredients to make my soup.
All right. I'll say you're able to gather up your supplies,
Rip my
and
tail
you'll,
off.
huh?
Rip my tail off.
You'll gather on the dead end. I would say just as Ava, you're starting to finish and clean up your ritual. As you start to put everything away, you hear your other teammates arriving on the deck above. You all are now back on the dead end with the supplies you need for tonight's soup. Anything else you wish to pick up before you're heading over? You guys are all on the dead end. What do you wish to do?
How long do we have till dinner?
I would say you still have a few hours. They're pretty. You would know,
I
Wade.
mean, we just
that,
woke up, so probably.
yeah,
quite
you guys,
some
we guys
time.
still have like most of the day. If you guys just want to say just skip time until we get there. You would also know, Wade, that when they say invite you to dinner, the wolves like to party.
Yeah.
It's probably not a casual sit-down dinner.
Yeah, it's
It's probably
Yeah.
be similar to the celebration you guys had last time during the
just very, very.
in the realm of Zara.
Well, I guess before we go to dinner, I just want to kind of regather and think about what we need to do next. What is the plan?
Well, it doesn't sound like Vanya wants us to interfere with what's going on in Centrum/Melbourne,
Yeah,
so we can leave that.
which I'm fine for now.
Which I mean,
There is the matter of now Ares.
which I'm I'm still kind of.
And it's still Alexol. Alexol, we haven't killed him yet, and as long until he, he keeps
And-
living.
And for that, we'd have to go back to not Dendar, Aldir.
Yeah.
I would still like to
I'll-
personally investigate what's going on in Central and all that.
Not to be shoppy, but I did use the last gem-encrusted goblet for a hero's feast.
I'll got
So
For
we
you.
need to go
Masuki?
shopping. I wouldn't mind going. I personally want to stop by a few of the cities, a few of the islands. I want to go at least to like Dendar and Vyro, and perhaps and Yol
Are those
too.
nearby?
I hate to be that guy. We really don't have the money to be shopping. We really have a few thousand gold left. We can pick up probably very minimal supplies.
I think we have some money for a chalice though.
I'm just saying we have to be very.
Like we'll do it. We're doing a supply run, not a shopping spree.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
chalice, for
And
hero's feast would be
we're
good.
good on like diamonds and stuff, right?
Yeah, other stuff is fine.
Okay.
Got diamonds. Got everything. So I have tree stride, or not tree stride,
Travel via
through
plants or
trees.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
travel via plants or something like that. Like I can get us to. Are there any trees on
Dindar?
on Freeloy where we are?
I think you guys have done that before. I'll say if you look around, you'd be able to find some sort
Okay.
of grove, small grove, but park or something, or a experiment facility.
Yeah, so I think both Dendar and Vyro have trees that we could go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other
So I
than
guess we
Yule
could-
that does not.
Travel real quick. I think honestly, the Lexel and Ares takes priority, and then
I think that, and then visit the tree.
Yeah.
the tree for sure, and then I would still like to investigate what's going on in Central.
I would too, but it's a little bit lower in my priority list.
The other two things I think take priority.
Yeah.
Because
We also need to be working on ascending.
Which is that's
So it's like
why I
where
want to
we-
go around.
Well, I agree, but at the same time, I think I know Ravani is Katie now, but I still don't trust her intentions, in my opinion. But I'd rather get my own opinion on what's going on in there
For what?
for Centrum and
Oh yeah.
everything else. Not bizarre.
Yeah, I personally don't trust her.
So,
I
yeah.
don't like the idea that two of us potentially will have made the pact to not fight her.
I think
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
Sure. That would
What
It'll be
is
absurd.
what is everyone's plan for the Ascension stuff? Does everyone have an idea in mind?
Nope.
Nope.
Go around, make temples. That's what I got.
Well, I don't know. I feel like mine would be through the connection to my hand itself. I mean, if it's able to literally grab divinity and pass it to another, I feel like it should also have the ability to, I don't know.
Wasn't the whole thing we need some sort of like following and believers though?
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
also-
say we should come up with like what's the meta, you know?
What's
like,
the marketing
the
plan?
authors
That's
of our
also-
story here.
True.
What's-
I guess, I think mine is
Like we got.
literally
Yeah, what
Kimura
are you?
itself. Is my understanding.
Are you-
This-
Are you the helping hand or something? Like what's your thing?
the, the branch of Kikumara?
Well, isn't your boon's from Lux, right?
Well, that, yeah. But I think it could be amplified by whoever this is, which I assume is a piece of Kikumara to some extent.
Okay. How do you plan on exploring that?
Well, I mean, initially when I caught it, it talked to me. So
Are you gonna try and talk to your hand?
I will try and attempt to talk to my hand, yes.
Okay. Hello, hand. It didn't say anything.
Ah, you.
What the fuck?
What the? Oh, shit!
Stickers,
No, yeah, my idea is to talk to the hand.
Mine is to follow up on this shrine thing that's going on in the Adventurers Guilds. So I want to go make a pit stop to all the Adventurers Guilds that we know of, in like Dendariel and Byra, and even I think there's one in Meridian too. And I want to kind of set those up as more dedicated, like shrine-ish areas.
So marketing.
Put more of a name to it.
Oh, yeah.
Something that I was thinking is like, because I can, you know, I can do this thing, and I just kind of put a piece of myself on the table, like somehow like turning parts of me into like almost like separate objects and leaving them for people to leave an offering to.
Do you regenerate that, or?
You see, I'm like an inch shorter.
Oh, well, I mean, start off with one spot, I suppose. And...
Yeah.
Wait, so if someone puts something in that, does that go still straight to you?
Well, I don't know about an item necessarily, but an offering as far as like, you know, put a little bit of like your energy into it, you know, but like offer a prayer to it or something, you know, and it's
a prayer to your goop.
a prayer to my goop. And then, or like you know, they put a little bit of like magical energy, and then that would like transfer to me as like a prayer. That was my thought. Were you listening?
No.
Oh.
My idea is stopping by all the like the shrines that are already kind of set up in the Adventurers Guilds.
Mm-hmm.
One, making them a little bit more namesakey, like so it's a little bit more clear what they're a shrine to.
Okay.
But also possibly, and I have taken a piece of myself and plopped it onto the table, leaving a little orb of me that like
Gross.
that like if someone like wants an extra little bit of like luck when they're going on like an adventure or something, they can like make an offering to it, like, you know, they put a little bit of like magical energy into it or something, and then that energy would then transfer to me, in theory.
Interesting. Okay.
In theory. Mine is to talk to the hand.
What?
My idea is to talk to the hand.
What does that mean?
So, I mean, it first obtained it called out to me.
Okay.
And it's been able to grab divinity and pass it on to others. I've been able to absorb divinity itself to an extent through this hand alone. So I believe my ascension lies within the hand that bends reality itself. So somehow try and commune with that.
Okay.
So I think with Pisces' help, maybe in a dream, with her guidance, trying to reach another plane of existence in which I can somehow connect to this hand.
Okay.
I mean, it showed me the trees and I assume it's Kikimaro. Pretty sure this is a piece of Kikimaro or the tree itself, and that's connected to Kikimaro.
Okay.
So, that's my plan.
I'm gonna create a clone of myself that's gonna go around and preach about how good I am.
It's actually not a bad
It's gonna be
idea.
like the spirit that followed you in last campaign.
Yep.
Oh.
Wow.
It's gonna be a simulacrum.
Oh.
Hey,
So
you
it's
see,
like-
you look at me, worship someone that looks just like me.
You like the shit?
Will the simulacrum have the boon?
No.
Like the boot ability.
No.
It isn't there,
Ares-
Toppy.
Ares has a boon.
His own moon.
Yeah, but he's a clone.
That's touchy territory. I mean, shit. I mean, I can see that.
So you guys currently just on the dead end having like these
Talking.
conversations?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would first step then be go to, are we like look into areas first, or do you want to investigate the tree first?
I think the tree, in my opinion.
The tree is definitely more difficult to investigate.
Get that out of the way, in my opinion, first. I'd rather deal with that first.
How are we gonna find the tree?
I mean, Ava, you know where Snoogu is, right?
Have we put together that Snoogu is in the tree?
Not in the tree.
No, but Snoogu walks. Well, actually, I mean, I know. But, like, I know the connection to the tree is also through Snoogu somehow.
It's through Ava's hometown
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it sounds like, if I'm putting the pieces together, it sounds like Snoogu and like the elder like druids basically helped take care of the tree along, and then sounds like Vasuki was the guardian of the tree.
Is there is there other trees in your hometown that you could travel to?
Bro, I didn't see a tree until I escaped. And I got out and I saw the stars for the first time because we were stuck in the caverns.
Caves and stuff, yeah. Yeah.
Caves. We were stuck. You're not allowed. It was like, don't leave the caves or else something will eat you. There's like rocks, you know, ROCS, and like griffins and stuff, and they pick kobolds off when they see them. You'll die. And it
I'd
was
like
like,
to think
don't
there's
leave the caves.
Sparks.
It was like,
An
stay in the caves.
ROCK.
Stay in the
Yeah.
caves.
Just sitting at the entrance. Ow. Ow.
There's hawks.
That was like the Little Red Riding Hood of the caves.
So we currently have no way of getting to Ava's hometown.
I mean, why don't you just like open, if I have traveled via plants and I've seen the tree, I can just go into the tree, right? Travel
Yeah,
to
that
the tree.
sounds like a great idea.
Would not recommend.
I mean, I could try to open another door,
Also, does not seem like a very good idea.
but I feel like the magic in the air right now makes doors like, it's like a snap of the fingers.
Alright, we go
All right.
around about plane shift us to another plane of existence, and then plane shift us back, but thinking about your hometown so we can get back there.
It's also true. Could do a rope trick and then that as well. But I don't
We
have
just
rope.
have a
I
1 in 43 chance of something going wrong and teleporting there.
That's fine.
I mean, I do have
In the
find
tree
the path,
itself,
and I
lost
do
with
have
all the
stuff from
dogs.
my hometown location, not necessarily the tree location.
Alright, this is the first roll. 46, we're fine! Similar area! 39,
I was gonna
that's
say-
good.
Find the path would work because like my staff is from my home area, for example, or like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yep.
I still got some trinkets and stuff.
Maybe my hand is also from your home area?
If it's
I
from the tree.
mean,
If it's from the
it's
tree
from
itself.
the tree.
I'm on a heater right now. Same.
But would we need to then take the boat to get to the tree? Like we're not gonna necessarily teleport? Because find the path is like a line. It's not like it's gonna
Yeah.
give us the coordinates that we could teleport to.
Which, I mean, yeah, we haven't had a good old-fashioned travel in a while.
We're taking it off the ship.
We go really fast now.
We do.
How... I go over to homeboy John Circle. Forgot his name.
Luke.
Hey, Luke.
Wait, what?
Can I get an ETA on maybe estimated time to finish?
You asked me this yesterday.
Yeah.
And I forgot what that answer
I
was.
believe it was 3 days yesterday, so it's 2 now.
I said days and weeks.
Oh, weeks.
And how long have you been here?
This takes a year.
See if he's got any almonds. Check him from.
Do you have almonds?
No.
Luke, are you lying?
Yeah, I just.
Fine, keep your almonds.
No.
I will if I had any.
He's allergic to the fucking almonds. Why do we keep allowing this?
Who keeps giving him almonds?
Luke? Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
You see Nini duck behind something with hiding almonds.
Oh shit, wasn't that supposed to?
Just had to run it out grabbing
Okay, never mind. Well, that's my plan. I was gonna say,
Oh my god.
we can go deal with some other things, and then by the time... Makes sense.
Well, I mean, we could travel. We have the teleportation.
So,
Right.
hypothetically speaking, if I were to teleport to the dead end, I'm very familiar with the dead end. So I could, no matter where the dead end is at, could teleport to the dead end, correct?
Oh,
How would that work?
I wouldn't see why not. Because you need the teleport spell, right?
Yeah, not circle. Yeah, destination you choose must be known to you. And must be on the same plane of existence.
Certainly try. I don't see why not.
Well, Ava, if you had to guess, how many doors did you have to go through to get here from your home?
Decades of doors, so maybe over 5, maybe over more than 10, less than 1,000.
Holy shit.
I'm suddenly less enthusiastic about going to Ava's hometown.
And I never found the door back to my hometown.
Oh, my God. Is it on this plane of existence? Do you even know anymore?
Nope. I mean, they're talking about the Kikimora and stuff. It has to be in the endless sky, right? Like,
Well, from what we've known, Beyond the Soltorian Field was also talking about the Quickly Mora before they came here. So,
were they?
yes.
Interesting.
Okay. Have I?
You know, it's just been a blur. So many adventures.
Have I seen Ava's home? I've messaged someone from there though, right? I think I patched Ava in.
Yeah, you did.
Your mom.
I mean, there's like a. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
okay,
it
so
should-
that means the message went through, which means it's on this plane of existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
I
have to
mean,
roll. It's on
Listen, we could do a find a path right now, and we could at least see what direction it's in.
Do it.
northeast.
Yeah, that gives us a line.
Is it consumable? It's not
Oh
consumable.
shit, if it consumes my hand, I would not recommend doing this.
No,
I'll consume your hand right
Ava just eats
No.
her hand.
okay, so the way we do focuses is if it's like my focus should be able to cover, and it's not. If none of this stuff is consumed, right?
Unless it has a
I
gold
don't
value,
think so.
How's a gold value?
which I think Find a Path does, right?
Worth 100 gold, but it's like a set of divinatory tools, which I would have for like
Divination.
divination.
I don't think those are consumed then. If it's tools, they're not consumed.
Yeah, I would say
It would
Yeah.
specifically say if it consumes
Yeah,
it.
it would specifically.
It would say if it's.
it's
consumed.
find the path.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like just
Yeah,
100 gold worth of like divinatory tools like bones and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not. It does not. Looks like it's not consumed.
Okay.
Well, I
That's
could just do it, and we could just see. I mean, we weren't planning on doing anything big today, right?
Nope.
Because it's 6th level spell.
Run it.
Run it. Here's my hand.
Running it. think, yeah, Ava, this is the first time Ava's doing this, so she has to pull out, like, all the little bones she's kept from, like, all the way from her hometown, from Snugu, like,
I
doing
remember.
Yeah, this cat's tail, this cat's paw,
Oh
this
my
goblin jerky.
It's the cat.
This one bony hand that you don't know what creature it's from at this
monkey's
point.
gone. Who's first?
The monkey.
The monkey.
She pulls out some crushed berries that are dried up. They're like raisins now, and she's like, "This is from, we did have a small, tiny like garden. There's some like cave root stuff that can like survive underground.
Yes, cave berries. I know. What
Cave
you're talking
roots.
about.
Seeing
Cave
those
root
in
stuff
Stardew
like
Valley.
that.
You ever had a fucking cave
Some
root?
mushrooms, like fungus, can grow down there. So I got some of that.
Alright.
And then my stuff is from my home place. It has like crystals on it, blue and purple crystals.
Okay.
And I will just sort of focus on the staff and cast find a path on the deck of the ship so that we could see what direction.
Okay. As you cast the spell, you see the light atop all the objects begins to glow gold. And you see as it begins to coalesce into an orb, and then begins to extend out into a light, into a beam, a straight line. And then as you watch, you see as it goes straight, and then spider webs,
Oh my god.
almost like
Excuse
the roots
me?
of, almost like the roots of a tree.
Holy fuck.
And then the light fails.
Alright, so I think it's blocked by a DLC. So we have
I think it's hidden behind a paywall.
Yeah, I think a paywall.
Too.
So you know, Ava, that
Okay.
if the destination you're looking for is not on the same plane of existence, the spell fails.
Oh, because it's the tree and my hand is.
I mean, you can plane shift home.
I could plane shift.
You just plane shift us there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at the spell components for plane shift. Why don't we?
A tuning rod from the plane in which you want.
Could your
Yeah.
staff be considered a tuning rod?
Does it have a gold value for the tuning ground?
I think your staff's pretty
A
valuable.
forked metal rod worth at least 250 gold attuned to a particular plane of
Yeah,
existence.
unfortunately, not.
Yeah, of course I was on it.
Can we make
I think
forked
when you
metal?
learn the spell, don't you get a tuning ground for it?
Essentially.
Do you?
I mean, also, Ava,
Right.
you know one way to get there.
Well,
Same way you got out.
Stop telling her to open up a door and open up the Great Rift.
I mean, it's not.
You can also get a
like-
tuning fork. Or make one.
It's. Could I make a tuning fork?
Can we make one with like items from her home? Like obviously like use those and like try and take some like essence of them.
I am now and forever will be a rule of cool kind of person. If you guys can MacGyver or something,
God, we're gonna end up in like the abyssal plane of hell. Oh, sorry guys, took a wrong turn
Oh
here.
my god, you can also. Yeah, plane shift, yeah.
Would the other wayfarers have tuning rods to other planes? Do you think they plane shift?
You would need to know which plane it is though.
Would the Navigators Guild have any?
I don't. Does the Navigators Guild map different planes, or do they only map beyond the sky?
Also, do you know
That would
which
be a-
plane, like what plane it's called though, or something? Does it have a name? Otherwise, I don't think we'll be able to find a tuning
Absolutely
fork to
fucking
it.
not. I was an illiterate hoe back then.
So that's where I think the only way an illiterate hoe like we all are can find our way
agree.
home
I
is
see.
to like find some way to make shift our own tuning fork. I don't think we're gonna be able to find one because we don't know what to look for. We don't have a name or anything.
I think that's honestly the best bet we got for right now.
Dimension. I gave it a name. There we go.
what'd you call it?
Ava's Dimension.
Do you have a tuning fork to this fucking lizard's plane of existence?
You heard beeping.
You just cast Identify on it? Oh yeah, she's from Zeta 291. This little lizard. Rare specimen.
Maybe we can ask Pisces. She knows.
She knows.
if we dream of a tuning fork, and then they reach out to Pisces, can the tuning fork be real in their dreams, and then we can use that?
Well, I talked to the
Sardine?
Sardine.
Oh, great and powerful star like
Make this fucking fork work.
I dreamt of this fork and would like to give it to you. On behalf
You guys have some options. So
of Pisces.
there are a couple ways something can be attuned to a particular plane of existence. You guys can be creative on how you would try to figure that one out. You know of a way that you've at least got out of wherever your homeland is, Ava. Or maybe there's another, or maybe there's even something else. You have some options.
We have, for example, like Vasuki's like fangs and some of like the gems from him and stuff like that. Like he's probably
Those will work
attuned to that realm.
Oh, the scales.
Nice.
The fucking
Yeah,
scales.
And we can use that shit to the plane.
Doesn't what's her name,
Like-
Velen, owe us a favor?
But we have the scales. We could just make the. Oh, you're saying like use her?
Oh, she
to-
does.
Velen to make the tuning fork and attune it
To the plane that
scales.
these are from.
Yes.
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 Like attune it to where Vasuki is from, right?
Bam.
Message
Like
Velen.
use the macet of like, magic. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Good shit.
Good job, team.
Okay.
I
Velen.
could also open a door pretty easily, and we could
No,
just pop
no.
in.
Saving that.
Velen, we're calling in our favor. Need you
Hey.
to make
Chris.
a tuning rod and attune it to the scales of dragon would be Slade.
She knows the bear.
Oh,
Dragon,
dragon.
Slade, we dragon.
What?
Please come help. Skibbity bop.
There be dragons.
You get a response. Just,
She was
I
there.
assume that you mean the dragon that is still rotting in my foyer.
Wow, what a waste of 25 words.
Very well. I will see it done. A favor repaid.
Yay! Yippee!
Don't we also have a favor from the shopkeeper in Melthazar?
I thought that's who we were reaching out to.
I thought that was Velen.
That's not Velen.
No.
Velen is the gnome.
That's not valid.
Valen is the
We're
gnome.
thinking of the shopkeeper.
Oh,
I was
Lilith?
thinking
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking
Well,
of the shop.
I mean, she said she can get it done, so.
She said she could get it done though.
You said it with such confidence.
No, I mean,
Just said she
Velen
could do
is
it.
also an artificer.
Okay, shit. There we go. That's a favor we need.
And then we just save one for when we go to Centrum.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's perfect.
I fucked
Named the
up.
wrong NPC, still works out. No, Velen is artificer. She has the resource to be able to figure out how to do
You
that.
fucked
When
up
you
correctly.
Fail
Yeah.
upwards.
Yeah.
That makes sense
Yeah.
because she has the dragon corpse there, so she can,
Yeah, it's in her living
she
room.
can do it just right now. She's already starting. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's perfect.
So just chaos key.
It's gonna take a while,
Yeah.
probably. Can you,
Yeah,
you want to send another
we
message to
check
get
up on
ETA
her.
or?
Hey, no, we just asked for it, but how long until it's done? We can come to you for pickup. Thank you so much. Definitely didn't confuse you. No, just kidding.
She responds, "This is a new project. I will tell you when it is done."
Fuck, that
Damn.
doesn't help.
All right, I cast it at 4th level.
Just cast me again.
If we pay, can we skip the line? Thank you.
It's your response. There is no line. This project is my top priority. How does one make a tuning fork from the scales of a dragon? I will find out.
I'm figuring that shit out. Leave me alone.
All right, I'll message her again. Well, what I would suggest.
Oh
Please
my
burn all your
god.
spells.
Please mansplain her job to her.
Yeah.
Well, you just take metal and you hit the scale, and then you hit the
Sorry.
metal, and eventually they'll
So,
get to the right frequency.
That is currently on layaway. She's working on it. Is there anything else you guys wish to do today?
Go to
Should
dinner.
I message the other chick to see if she might be able to get it quicker?
No, we don't need to compare rates.
Shop around, baby.
Did you guys still want to go to Dendar today before dinner?
No.
We can hold off. I would like to take a day just to hop around a little bit though. Like if we can do that tomorrow.
In terms of like, so that we can do the marketing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just hit up a couple different spots.
Yeah,
You can
he's
set up
like-
a temple in one of them, and then we can also go to just like a couple.
I won't be able to.
You only
I
got
could
once?
get us to Dendar tonight after
We can get us.
um,
I can get us to dinner tonight too. It's just. I
yeah,
have to
just
see
so we
this
don't
out.
have to use all our spells tomorrow. Like we can spend the night in Dendar easily.
I'm gonna cast.
Simple. Oh.
Got it.
Alright. Is there any other sending spells you want to do? Any other journeys you want to do?
Do you have any settings left?
I have all bunch of spells left.
Alright, nothing before dinner at least.
Alright. And what kind of family members you guys want to check in on? I'm doing a Wade episode
Do
tomorrow.
we need to
next
check
week.
in on any family?
Hi. Hi.
No, we're good.
I'll reach out to my sister. I still don't know where she is.
Alright.
She said,
She can talk. I'm so proud.
family genetics
Alright.
is strong.
So, is there, you guys just basically wait out the rest of the day?
Yeah.
Stew.
Alright, make some stew. And as the day continues, Vagus works on his stew. You all have a day to yourselves to either hit the town, talk amongst yourselves. Just take a day of calm. You're probably not going to have that many left, but enjoy while you can. Until the, not really night, but late afternoon begins to approach, and you start to make your way back over to the Wolf's Ear, where the apparent party has already begun without you. But
Damn.
a night of festivities awaits. And that is where we will continue next week. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this week. We will continue next week to see what conversations might what conversations might happen aboard the Wolf's Ear. Words. And the next step on their spiritual journey as our fine party here begins their different steps of ascension and battles with some of the potential fallouts and ramifications of two goddesses who do not apparently trust each other in this new pantheon. But those are questions that we will ask each other next time as we see how this campaign goes.
Dragon Ball Z.
From 20 to 1!
20 to 1!
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, kids.
Bye.